Here we are then. Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington. Raring to go. He's a bit grumpy, Karl. Woken up at 8 o'clock.
Because he's from the north.
Yeah, because he's in London.
Yeah.
And London's rubbish, right, isn't it? Oh. Where can you can't even get a Band-Aid in London, can you? Or grouting. In Manchester, I could walk to the next shop and definitely get some Flash, or maybe some Vim. You can't get it down there. You gotta go to a trendy bistro, haven't you? Karl, why are you grumpy?
I told you before, I'm just a little bit tired today.
Because he had to get up, but the builders next door woke him up.
No.
He's always going about his hours. Those builders probably got up at 6.
Yeah, but
to get
I can
there
understand builders who get up early because they're building outside and they've got to get the job done before it gets dark. But he's working in someone's lounge. If it gets dark, put the light on. It's not a problem. So why is he starting work at like 7 o'clock in the morning?
Well, because the builders get paid by the day, and if you get a builder there and go, I'll just do 11 till 3, he's not going to go, I tell you what, love, just give me 40 quid. I didn't do a whole day. It's a day's work, isn't it? So you want to get the most out of them, don't you?
Plus, he probably wants to finish early so he can have a good night out.
Yeah, it's a Saturday night, you know what I mean? He wants to...
Yeah, he wants to get at least 15 pints in.
And he was cheery, I bet he was whistling and, you know, dancing around and tapping, you know, so I don't know how you can be annoyed at that. Why don't you get earplugs?
I don't like it, the idea of earplugs.
Why?
Because I live in a flat, so it's not as if I'm looking after my house, right?
I know. Already, I've lost you.
No.
That wasn't even a whole sentence, and I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but what I mean is...
What?
If you live in a house, right, you know that you've turned the lights off downstairs, you know you haven't got a frying pan on, right?
Right.
Okay,
So,
not
No,
really.
keep him going.
But I live in a flat, and I don't know what the other people are like. There might be some daft people in there who
God,
don't,
imagine that.
right, who don't turn stuff off. Now, if I have earplugs and the fire alarm's going off,
Yeah.
I'm not going to hear it. I'm going to have a good sleep, but who knows what could happen? So I don't like earplugs. It's not safe
Okay.
if you live in a block of flats.
But I think you'll find, because I've used them, I think you'll find that a fire alarm will cut through
I
the
wear them
earbuds.
sometimes if it's noisy or I want to go to bed early or something, and I hear my alarm clock, and it goes. Beep, 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 beep. It's
All
that
right,
loud.
okay, well-
And a fire alarm is deafening.
All right, so we've talked in the past about snails who sleep for 13 years.
No, you have. That's never been confirmed. In fact, the expert hadn't heard of it.
Well, they do.
Okay.
I read it on different sites.
Okay.
So how much does it take to wake them up? Got you.
What do you mean?
Well, they sleep for 13 years.
Yeah, but it's probably. But I don't know what you mean by sleep. It's not the same sort of pattern that we have in a mollusk, is it? There's different. What is sleep? It's
when you're sort of shut down, and
But they can estivate. They can actually literally
no, but
shut
they didn't
down.
say
like-
that. They said they sleep for 13 years. And I mean, have you ever had like more than 10 hours sleep?
Yeah.
Feel really groggy.
Well, no, I feel good after 10 hours sleep.
I feel rough. I just was thinking what a snail would be like. Be like, oh.
Be even slower than normal.
Be even slower than you. Play a record.
Well, anyway.
Things like Radiohead to play. We got Feeder. We got Teenage Fan Club.
Sure,
You know, we've got 2 new competitions, Steve.
Go
A
on.
great one coming up. A film competition.
I'm excited.
That's great. And a music-based competition.
Is it right to say that Rockbusters is no longer?
We've still got Rockbusters.
Really?
It's hanging
Yeah,
on
yeah,
by
yeah.
the skin of its
I
teeth.
thought we got rid of that. I genuinely I thought we'd all agreed that we got rid of that rubbish.
No.
I think we should do it. I think people like
Nobody
it.
wants it. Nobody wants it.
It's because he got his name in Heat now. It's
No,
Ricky Gervais,
honestly-
Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington, and the Heat said they like Rockbusters. That's why.
Carl, I
He's
thought we had a
He's
meeting and we
pandering.
agreed that it was not going to happen anymore.
He's worried about the fans.
There's a guy here emailed in. He just emailed in 3 band names. He said, I may as well email in now on the off chance these are right because it's such an arbitrary quiz.
Yeah.
It's essentially a waste of time. The clues are so complicated.
D. Frida Payne. That was a classic. That was a classic Rockbuster, wasn't it?
When they start getting a bit ridiculous and that, and people aren't getting them,
Oh.
then we'll.
You can't drink that pop now. Shaka Khan.
No.
That was another piece of genius.
Well, I think we've already reached that stage, Carl, to be
I've
truthful,
only
mate.
just got in this river, and there's loads of logs. Justin Timberlake, he said river. Lake, he said river. Lake, he said river. Just few of the highlights of Rockbuster.
Can you please promise that this is the last one today? Because it's really, I think it's bringing the show down.
Steve, he can't promise he'll remember the answers today. How can he promise what's going to happen next week?
I still think it's got legs in it. Let's just see how it goes next week.
You're not going to bring it back next week. It's got to be finished. We've got to put an end to it. We've got to give it a sort of final sending off.
Okay, I'll tell
We've
you
got
what.
to smother it, Carl, for its own good.
I do want to trial this new film quiz we've got, because it's. I mean, I'm excited. I think it's the best competition we've come up with, to be quite honest. I mean, Carl, you agree, don't you?
It's alright, yeah.
Yeah. It's a film-based quiz.
Right.
We'll play you a clip from a classic film. I can tell you the film we're going to play. It's The Sixth Sense.
Right.
And there'll be a question afterwards, and you can win The Sixth Sense.
On DVD?
Yeah. Not the ability to sort of tell when someone's behind you, but just the film. You know. Do you believe in sort of like extrasensory sort of perception and stuff, Carl?
Ghosts and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Not ghosts, no, the fact that people maybe can sense, beings.
There was a woman in on the Christian's breakfast show, right?
Yeah.
Blind woman.
Right.
Clairvoyant.
Is that her name?
Forgot. But she was a bit useless.
She's a bit useless.
I'm always worried about what's going to come out of
I'm
Carl's
worried
mouth.
what you mean. What?
Do you know what I mean?
She's a bit rubbish at being a clairvoyant.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think if you're not that good at something, don't go on the radio and do it.
Carl, you better leave.
So, what... Sorry.
Well, she was saying,
So
like,
what was the relevance of her being blind? What was that for? What did you
I
tell me?
just thought it was a bit weird. I think she was using that because the fact that she can't see living people, but she can contact the dead ones.
Yeah.
I'm
when
so sorry, this is XFM 104.9.
don't
Once
listen
again,
to you.
Carl's opinions do not necessarily reflect anyone.
Those of any human being.
Any other person alive today.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Carl, so
but
how did she demonstrate her clairvoyance, and why was it not very convincing?
She was sat in the chair you're at, right? And people called up and said...
I sensed that.
Weird.
They called up and they said, right, can you have a word with me gran?
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, she's dead, isn't she? And it's like, yeah. He goes, oh, and everyone's like, oh, she knows her stuff.
It was 50-50 to be fair.
Yeah, and especially with a gran, because the person sounded about 35, so the chances are
Yeah.
they haven't got a gran anymore.
Yeah.
And it was just
Unless
stuff
it's the
like,
fellas from Busted, because they, in the year 3000, they've only got to a great-great-granddaughter, and that's 1,000 years, so presumably, they can live a lot longer.
yeah. I just wasn't convinced anyway. I don't want to diss her, because, she came in and she did her stuff, and if people believe in it, I'm not going to put it down, but it just was a little bit
You
odd.
believe in it? You just think she didn't have the real power, as opposed to it being rubbish.
No, whatever. But yeah, I don't know what we were talking about there. So we've got the film thing going.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Film.
What were you talking about earlier about glasses as well, and Steve taking his glasses off? What was that?
What are you saying that in front of him now for?
Was it an insult?
It wasn't really an insult.
Carl,
but I
what
don't-
were you up to?
No, what was it? I genuinely don't remember. I genuinely don't remember.
Right, Steve, I'm not having a go. Right? Just saying how people... it's a bit weird that you've got glasses, because you've got a good pair of eyes on you. Right? That isn't an insult.
What were you talking about, though? What was it? Why did
It was the fact that people who wear glasses always look a bit weird without them on. It's like... they should wear glasses.
Okay. Why did we get round to this? What was we talking about? What were we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
It sounds like an insult, even it wasn't
No,
intended as
it
one.
wasn't.
It sounds
It
like an
wasn't.
insult, Carl.
It does, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I
But
should be
listen-
allowed to punch you every time you insult me, no?
No, but I'm not
Oh, I'm
having a
doing
go.
it. I'm going to give you a dead arm.
Look, Steve, it's you. You always do.
wasn't, you intended it to be one.
What you?
That was real. Play a record.
No, but
Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington.
I sometimes wish you spoke like that for real, because I wouldn't leave the studio with a headache then. There you are, see? It's just come stinging back.
Oh dear.
A lot of people I meet them in the street, they go, I wish I was Ricky Gervais's mate. No, you don't. Let me put your mind at rest now. You're not missing anything, am I right, Carl?
Who says that walking along the street?
No, people,
With that
they shout
element
it-
said.
They shout it out.
What are you thinking? Oh, just thinking. I wish I was Ricky Gervais's mate. Were
No,
you?
I've met people that are friends of
There we
friends.
go.
or-
He must be fun to be
Yeah,
with.
exactly, he must be a great
in an
laugh.
enclosed space.
Yeah.
In an echoey small
Oh,
space.
imagine sharing a prison cell with Ricky.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it, Carl? Oh, that would be fantastic. I'd be the daddy, wouldn't I?
I hate it.
The suicide rate in the prison would shoot through the roof.
Yeah. No, come over here and suck mummy's. Now listen.
What
right?
do you reckon, Carl, to being Ricky's friend? Did you find that an exhilarating experience, something that you enjoy and you look forward to?
It's alright for about an hour, and then anything over that is when he's just messing about and he wants to hit me on the head with a tray.
We went for lunch yesterday, didn't we? That was more than an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we had a drink in the week, didn't we? That was more than an hour, wasn't it?
That was a good...
Is he okay when it's just the two of you? Because I find as soon as there's a third person,
Well, yeah, just to give
he
you...
just starts showing off.
Well, there's a little bit of that, right? But I went out with Ricky, like you said, right, for a drink in a week. And, I went home, and Suzanne, the girlfriend, said, where have you been? I said, I've been out for a drink with Ricky. Hey, you've been out for a while. What have you been talking about? I sort of sat there for a minute and thought, there's nothing that I can tell her we've been talking about that she'll show any interest in. She said, well, you must remember something. I said, I can't. She goes, no, something, just anything that you were talking about. What are you talking about? I said, right, the one I remember, one of the topics that came up was, imagine that the only way to have a kid was you had to sleep with a squid. How many kids would you have?
I would say it was the future and the squid taking over, but the only way they could do it now is like filter. You had to sleep with the squid. I was going, would you? He was going, what do you mean? I was going, would you? He said, there's not a time he hasn't gone home with a conversation buzzing in his head that you got confused about.
Would anyone want a kid that much?
Does the child look like a squid when you have it, or is it
No,
a
it's
regular
not.
kid?
I was going, no, it's normal, but it's like a filter with a system. The only way you can do it to make sure, you have to impregnate the squid, and it's a filter, and then you can, test tube baby in the future.
Did the busted lads mention that in the song Year 3000?
We live underwater, that's
Yeah,
where I got it
yeah.
from. I said, well, you probably sort of like get quite friendly with them eventually. You probably would be breeding with the squids and,
So what does
prawns.
Suzanne make of Gervais? Has she met him a few times?
Yeah, she just said, she can understand why we sort of get on, because we both sort of come up with daft stuff all the time, and...
Yeah.
But I'm quite happy to have a discussion
I
about
love the way that it talks about his partner like the adult.
Well,
like we're
that's
the
how I
two
see
kids
it.
that go out playing,
That's
talking about squids.
That is exactly how I see Suzanne. It's like if she wasn't there, I don't think you'd get out of the house in the morning.
Well,
You'd have tied your shoelaces together.
Yeah, you'd have your earplugs
You'd have forgotten
in,
to put your trousers
the
on.
fire alarm would be going off, and, someone would have left a frying pan on, the builders would be sort of like throwing you round.
Yeah, I imagine she
And
makes you like a
put
round
me
of
down.
sandwiches.
Well, she's noticed that I don't ask as many questions now. Because, like, last night was one of the first times in ages that I'd asked her something, right?
What did you ask?
Where's the bathroom?
No, right, do you know, like, I'm always thinking stuff when I'm bored, right? If it's when I'm washing up or what have you.
Yeah.
And last night, she was watching that Midsummer...
Midsummer Murders. yeah.
Midsummer Murders, right? I don't like it, I think it's rubbish, right? So,
Another thing you've got in common then.
No, but do you know what I mean? But I'll let her watch it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She really likes
He
it.
was
so-
standing, he's watching the microwave, she was going, Carl, no, this is the telly. This is the telly.
Wait a minute, this chicken's going to come
I've
round
seen
any
this
second.
before, it comes round again in a minute. Carl, what's the washing machine, Carl?
So she's watching it, loving it and that, and I'm bored because it's just, it's a boring programme. So I'm sort of looking through magazines that we've got.
Trying to find animals without heads.
And it was in one of her magazines, and there's this article, right, about these identical twins, brothers, right, and one of them meets this girl, right, and it turns out she's got an identical...
I've heard this is true.
Right.
They get married.
She's got an identical sister.
Right. So they both go out.
So two identical twins, male, going
out.
out with two identical twin sisters. Yeah.
So I was looking at it going, oh, that's weird, because you see them, like, they're always wearing the same cardigans and that, and that's like...
But then,
That's
no,
all
but
right.
if you're an identical twin, then you probably would fancy the same sort of person, wouldn't you?
But then, I was asking, she was going, it's getting near the, the plot, the murderer. If they had a kid, would they look the same?
Yeah.
Would
Well,
the-
not necessarily, because it depends on what genes are passed over. Even though they've got the same exact sets of genes, that you don't pass on all the genes, do you? It's 50-50, but you don't pass on exactly the same genes in each sperm, let alone with an identical twin.
Yeah, but even though you don't do that, like, my brother and sister don't look like me, but
No.
you know they were related.
Because they share 50% of your
and they
father's
talk
genes.
gobbledygook.
Yeah. No, you share 50% of your father's genes and 50% of your mother's, but not the same 50% on two occasions.
I think you
I've
completely
lost him
lost
already.
it.
I've
When you,
lost him already.
when you brought in the word genes,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
thought you was thinking,
yeah.
what
No,
was on
they
the
wouldn't
trousers for?
necessarily. They wouldn't necessarily, no. They could do by
Did
sheer
Suzanne
chance.
look at you like Oliver Hardy looks at Stan Laurel when he's just like nailed his hand to a wall or something.
She went, ask Ricky tomorrow.
Yeah, and then turned up John Nettles.
And then turn it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that is brilliant. I think there's I heard a story once where two sets of Siamese twins married. What if you fancied the one on the left?
Yeah. What if one of them was having an affair behind the other one's back? That'd be difficult to conduct, wouldn't it? You better show off he's waking up.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
Nothing, there's no one down here.
Well, I think there is, because I can see her sister here.
No.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
No,
She's covering for her. What are you covering for him for? He's your husband. Is my wife down there?
I read something about some Siamese twins.
Go on.
And one of them was saying, you know, oh, we get on each other's nerves and that.
The other one was going, we don't.
I didn't know this.
I've never liked you. I've never liked you.
One of them was going, oh, you know, I hate doing the washing up, but I let her do it. And the person doing the interview said, well, why don't you help out? Just dry up and get the job done quicker. And she was like, no, I can't stand it. I prefer just to hang around there and wait for the other girl to do the washing up on her own rather than help and get the job done.
Sure.
It's selfish.
Well, there was one set of Siamese twins. One had a job and the other one didn't.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah. The other one was unemployed. The other one had a job. She had to go to work. She had to get up at 6 o'clock on her day
I'm
off.
supporting you, literally.
Yeah.
Then they get done off the social for sort of...
Yeah, because the other one was signing on.
With me, Steve and Karl. Right. Just having a whale of a time, both of them. They love being in this room with me for 2 hours. That is their favourite part of the week, I think, isn't it? I haven't said that, but I'm assuming they love it. Right, competition time. Brand new competition we come up with. My favourite we've ever done, I'll be honest. And the great prize, the Sixth Sense. You get a clip of a great film, and then you get to keep the great film. Now, I'll just explain this competition. I think Karl is a little bit of a frustrated actor, and so by the power of technology, Karl takes the role in a film, and there's a question about it afterwards. This is a scene starring Karl Pilkington from The Sixth Sense.
Jeez, I hope nobody got hurt.
Be alright?
You're very quiet.
I'm just thinking about stuff. That's all.
You're mad I missed the play, aren't you?
A little bit annoyed, to be honest. Went down a storm playing the drums in Little Donkey, but your loss.
I'd give anything to have been there.
Well, you wouldn't, because you didn't, but like I say, it's your loss, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just quiet because I'm thinking about stuff, like I said, right? I'll make a big deal out of it.
What is it?
Well, I was just thinking, what would happen, right, if you put a chameleon on a mirror? How would it handle that? It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Oh, you're scaring me.
That's scaring you. This'll scare you, right? The other day, saw two old men sat there having a Twix. You never see that, do you? Old fella having a Twix.
You see ghosts, Cole?
No, just the old fellas having a Twix, but...
They talk to you?
No.
They tell you to do things?
No, because they were too busy eating, but... What's that got to do... What are you looking like that for? Do you think I'm some sort of freak or something? Is that...
I would never think that about you.
Well...
Ever.
No.
Got it?
Alright.
Well...
it's a very chilling scene, that.
That is great. Oh, that is fantastic.
It's a very spooky scene from the film The Sixth Sense. Rick, I think you've got a question.
Well, yeah, I mean, Karl played it wonderfully there, the role of the child that sees weird stuff. But who played the original role? What was the name of the child actor who played the original role.
It's email only, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. You can win a copy of The Sixth Sense. But I think we can probably play it again later for those that missed it, or those that haven't caught the tail end, or those that need another reminder.
Yeah, you got to, get your, it's 15, 20 minutes, get your, answers in, we'll pick a lucky winner, and then, we'll play it again, because I think that I think Karl can go to Hollywood with some of the things I've seen there.
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a track now. We tried to play it a couple of weeks ago, but the jumped, so I got a new CD of it. It's Papa Garcia, and this is Natalie and Nusi. Well, we've had lots of emails already. In fact, my favourite one is a suggestion of the name of that feature, specific to today's, is the Twix Sense.
Indeed.
Which was great. And feel free to send in your suggestions, because we're going to try and do one a week, a classic film, with Karl in an important role. But if you want to, see Karl as maybe as Michael Corleone in The Godfather, send in. We'll see what we can do, won't we, Karl?
And don't imagine that it has to be a male character. I imagine that you could play, for instance, Sharon Stone's role in Basic Instinct.
I don't imagine it has to be a human. I mean, an animate object.
He might be better suited.
He'd be very good as a rock.
Yeah.
Or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're going to pick up something we spoke about before. We're going to announce that we're going to play that again in a few minutes. But Karl wants to put the record straight, don't you? Karl's fed up with when he comes up with something that's a little bit fantastic and far-fetched and wrong, that we take the mickey out of him. So he's brought in some hard evidence of story, haven't you?
No, do you know, I find stuff on the internet and that, right? And I come in and tell you about it, and you go, "That's rubbish."
Yeah.
And then you'll say, "Show your workings," which I've never liked doing.
No.
When teachers say that, I hate that.
Yeah.
Because I normally can't.
No.
I've always gone.
He's just got the answers 5, and I go, "No, I asked for the capital of China. The answer's 5."
Yeah.
But right, so we started a feature a couple of weeks ago. Chimpanzee, the thing about monkeys and stuff.
Let's just play the jingle right. Oh, chimpanzee that!
Yeah.
Right.
We started that.
That's facts about apes, isn't it? And
Monkeys,
and
chimps,
so on,
whatever.
Yeah.
And I told you a story about a monkey that was in a zoo,
Yeah.
and it got pally with the zookeeper.
Right, yes.
Remember?
It moved into his house, didn't it?
Yeah, and
didn't
it
it ultimately have an affair with his wife?
Yeah, it liked a little brandy at night and a cup of tea in the morning, then he went to work and it moved in on its wife.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I read that in a book.
Yes.
Right? But then I was looking for some more monkey stuff online the other day, and I found the same story
Right.
from a different source,
Okay.
which is always a good sign.
And it's corroborated what you claimed, is it?
Kind of. There you go.
It's not a different source, though, is it? It's someone who read the same thing as you and printed it
It's-
themselves.
then.
I left out a fact. His name's Oliver.
What, the monkey?
So
or
I got that wrong, yeah. The monkey's called Oliver. Can you see that, Steve?
Oh, yes.
Right.
There's
Do
a
you
picture of him here.
Do you want to read it?
Now,
Or-
do you, where is this from, then?
I was looking for world famous monkeys online, and it.
www.aponaut.org. This is someone who, in America, who set up a sort of similar website to...
I don't know where he is, but. Yeah.
Okay, he was originally brought into the US with 12 other chimpanzees, but immediately stood out as different. He learned to drink, enjoy coffee and beer, and smoke cigars. In the evenings, he would sit on a sofa and watch television. If his caregivers were out of coffee, he would walk into the kitchen, pour a cup, and take it into the den. As he got older, he made sexual advances on the wife, and as a result was sold.
I reckon it was a stowaway. And to not get caught, he pretended to be a monkey.
Yeah.
Whereas really, he was just a...
That would make
fella.
sense, because the final line is, he's now living in retirement in Texas.
Yeah.
But my only query, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, is that it doesn't really give much more information. I mean, someone who's set up a website like this, I'm worried that, what I'm saying is I'm worried he's a kind of an American twin of you. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I mean by that? There's no real hard evidence. There's no kind of dates. There's no references to where he was specifically or what zoo he was in.
Karl Pilkington.
Yes.
From Dallas. Hi. We're cousins.
Why do you need to know all that? The story's
What
there.
do you mean, why does he know that? Why not accept it? Because another fella reckons a chimp moved in on someone's wife.
What I'm saying is, he could be as much of a nutter as you. Do you see what I mean?
What do you mean? He is.
Yeah, exactly.
What, and go to that much trouble of
Yes.
sorting out a website and that?
You host a radio show, for goodness sake. To spout your idiocy.
He
Setting up a website's hardly anything. You've had to get a job.
He was stressed yesterday because we want to do another Chimpanzee That. Have we got a new story coming up for Chimpanzee That?
Yeah.
He was stressed yesterday because he said, I'm really overworked, I'm really getting fed up. He said, I haven't even sorted out the story about this monkey. He said, how overworked am I that I haven't even got time to sort out a story about a monkey? You know how much I love that.
Rick, do you think there's any way we could lure Oliver out of retirement to come over and produce this show?
I think we probably could.
I'm parched for a cup of coffee. Would you pop to the kitchen?
We're going to play a bit of Springsteen.
Oh, I'm loving it.
For Martin Freeman, he said, please play some Springsteen or Bowie. I'm trying to get him into Motown, but he only likes level 42.
Yeah.
We've done, judging by the amount of emails. The Twix sense there.
To be fair as well, Rick, there is a question that is answerable. I think that's
There
also
is
a reason why people...
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's because I did it and not Carl, probably.
Exactly.
I asked the question there.
Yeah.
We're going to play it again, because people want to hear it again, and then we will give the winner's name, and he will win that copy of it.
Carl in The Sixth Sense.
Jeez, I hope nobody got hurt.
Be alright.
You're very quiet.
I'm just thinking about stuff. So.
You're mad I missed the play, aren't you?
A little bit annoyed, to be honest. Went down a storm playing the drums in Little Donkey, but your loss.
I'd give anything to have been there.
Well, you wouldn't, because you didn't, but like I say, it's your loss, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just quiet because I'm thinking about stuff, like I said, right? I'll make a big deal out of it.
What is it?
Well, I was just thinking, what would happen, right, if you put a chameleon on a mirror? How would it handle that? It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Oh, you're scaring me.
That's scaring you. This'll scare you, right? The other day, saw two old men sat there having a Twix. You never see that, do you? Old fella having a Twix.
You see ghosts, Cole?
No, just the old fellas having a Twix, boy.
They talk to you?
No,
They tell you to do things?
no, because they were too busy eating, but what's that got to do? What are you looking like that for? Do you think I'm some sort of freak or something? Is that
I would never think that about you.
Well,
Ever.
No.
Got it?
Alright.
Oh, there you go. And so the question was, who played the original role of that kid in the car who saw strange things? And the answer is Steve.
Haley Joel Osment, of course,
Yeah.
who is a talented young performer, but I don't think really has anything on Karl Pilkington, who I think made that scene even more chilling and more atmospheric than the original.
Definitely.
And we'll give this to, let's see, I think it's Francis Marnie, who's emailed in. He or she said, I don't know if it's a he or she, but says that basically...
I is male and he is... No,
Oh, well, I think it's
I
a
is female and... Frances or I don't
Francis,
know, do
anyway,
I?
that could be a fake name, who knows. But let's assume it's a he. He says he's a sad little nerd who, it was his birthday yesterday, and only his mum remembered, even his best friend forgot.
Definitely a bloke.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really relate to life as a bit of a loser, a bit of a nerd, so I don't really know what he's talking about, but I imagine a lot of our audience do, so let's give it to him and sort of...
I imagine he's a little four-eyed, little lanky.
Loser.
Yeah.
Actually, as I look again, I notice he's not even got the name right. He spelled it Haley Joel Osment.
Oh.
Instead of Osment. But, so he really is pathetic. I mean, what a pathetic little
Actually,
weasel.
well, I'll tell you what we find now we've humiliated him. Don't give him the prize, give it to someone else.
Well, it's on TV tonight anyway on ITV, so
No, well
just
done,
watch it then.
Francis. Thank you for listening, and well done for spotting who Carl was trying to...
And whatever
Seven-
girl you fancy at school, ask her out. Say, come back to my place, watch The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
She'll love it, and you'll be guaranteed a share.
Why do you assume he was at school?
I don't know, because his spelling is terrible. Although I'm looking at Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a very badly put together email. I just assumed it was a kid.
Right.
Well, if he is a kid now and he's going through formative years, he's probably really... I never dreamt it was a kid.
Really?
I feel a bit bad now.
Well, you thought it was a sort of 25-year-old loser,
Yeah.
even more pathetic in a way.
Yeah. And now I'm worried that, you've embarrassed, an adolescent live on, well, one of the biggest radio stations in the building. It's not even the biggest radio station in the building. I can't believe that. It's the smallest radio station in this building.
Right, now we've done that, right?
Eminem, Without Me, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
Little Karl Pilkington. Into the last hour, 3 hours of broadcasting to go, Karl, for us. 3. Yeah?
What are you going to be doing while
Three
we're away?
Musketeers.
Because you'll obviously still be working here. You have a day job, don't you? What is it you do exactly?
I make stuff.
You make stuff. What, like furniture?
Promos and stuff.
Oh, right.
Sort of bit of in talk there, but basically like little trails for the station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do all week.
Yeah.
So you'll be back to doing that when we're off?
You don't talk to anyone, do you, in the week? You just hide in your little sound booth thing, and you really don't talk to anyone, do you? Much?
Not really.
No.
No, I mean, you might call up.
Yeah.
But no, I keep myself to myself.
Yeah.
Then you don't get bogged down in the office politics and stuff.
Yeah. Is there a lot of office politics here?
I don't know. I don't get involved in it.
Oh, yeah. Proved your point.
So when we're away and we're like out of action, who other than Suzanne, who will you talk to of the day?
How will you get a sort of feedback from the world? How will you get sort of like input and...
I always, if ever I've got like a question on anything, the internet's sat there and I can just go online and find out.
The internet is good.
It's brilliant.
But it's not all verified.
What do you mean?
It's not all verified.
It's not all necessarily factually accurate.
Anyone can put things onto the internet. It's it's freaks and things that put on things
one,
like...
Here's one that I read in the week, right?
Go on.
About this woman.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a punk. And, to get her hair done like she wanted it.
Super glue?
Right, no. She got lard. Apparently it's a popular thing, you might know. Put lard on your head.
Yeah.
And you put it in the oven. Now, apparently the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an hairdryer. Right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave. Right?
It's not true.
Opens the door, jams the things, like the little catch, so the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
Puts the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils her brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled her brain.
She boiled her brain.
And this is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, is giving his brain to charity or something? Some sort of some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
boiling
the sort of
a
stuff.
skull.
Yeah.
That's not true.
It's not true, Carl.
It's the same as the woman who put her poodle in the microwave, isn't it? And all that.
Just urban myths.
They're urban myths.
But again, where does it start?
Someone made it up.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
They're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always, this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, don't know, that was it. Was it? Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well,
Were there
any dates, locations, times?
I think it was in Belgium.
There's that one that a bloke, right, was gonna get a phone call at 4 o'clock to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4 o'clock, the phone didn't ring, so he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh no.
Carl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Think it through. Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't he
he's
wait,
dead.
as his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? Actually, I'm gonna give it 5 minutes, just in
Just in case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes out, I'll call you at 4, okay, if your business, well, call me anyway. No, if I don't call exactly 4, then, no, you commit suicide. Commit suicide? I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't he just call me and tell me the other way? Well, Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case something goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Carl. The other one, right? A bloke, right? He's on a train station, and I'll tell you how I heard it. He's waiting for a cruise station, waiting for, and he shits himself. As you do. And so he goes, oh, my train's in 5 minutes, so he runs across to Millets, and goes, quick, Levi's, 36. The bloke just puts it in a bag, he runs onto the train, he goes into the toilet, takes his, trousers and pants off.
His soiled trousers
yes,
and pants.
Throws them out of the window, I won't be needing those again, cleans himself off, open the bags, it's a jacket!
Oh.
No, it didn't happen, Carl! At what point did he go into it and go, quick, Levi's 36, and the bloke went, sorry, Levi's 36, what, a pair? No, shall I wrap them? Them? It, shall I wrap? Just wrap whatever it is. Do you want to look? No, I'm not looking when you're putting it in the bag, please. Right? Well, 36 waist stories, well, don't say anything.
I've told you 36 Levi's. They put it in a bag and charged me for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss it further.
Yeah.
There was one,
Here we go.
there was one about a woman whose husband died, and she had him cremated.
Yeah.
And made like a little egg timer out of him.
Mm.
And she said, I did that so it can still help around the kitchen.
Well, that might be true. That might be a joke.
That's quite sweet.
That might be
That
true.
is a true story, again. It was all...
No, not again, because the ones I just told weren't. Nor is the boiling the brains in a bag curry microwave.
Head story true.
Yeah. They're too convenient.
Will you be buried or cremated?
What?
Will you be buried or cremated?
I don't know. Cremated. I imagine.
Like you see.
I don't know. It's out of my hands.
Yeah, I haven't thought about
I've
it.
not thought it through, and
No, to
I
be
don't
honest.
care either way.
Have you heard the one about... Sorry.
I'm just worried that we're getting into a macabre world now of ashes, boiled heads. I think we should play some music, let people just calm down.
Levi's.
Just think about some of the urban myths they've maybe heard, assess them, maybe they are absolute bollocks.
Yeah.
And they can move on from it.
Well, it's just that the death thing, right?
Yeah.
There was an argument on there about, do you know that Twilight Zone or whatever it was, Tales of the Unexpected?
Oh, yeah.
Where the woman got buried alive.
Yeah.
They were saying how, like, years ago, they'd bury people thinking they're dead.
Yeah.
And they've recently, like, dug coffins up, and then the people who were in the coffin weren't dead, they might have just been, like, in some sort of deep sleep or whatever.
Catatonic.
And they've lifted the lid off,
Yeah.
and there's scratch marks
Yeah.
on the thing,
Yeah.
and that's pretty scary. And that
Makes you
was-
think. I mean, I hope they check these days. That's all. I'd like to play a beautiful song now by Cat Stevens called Lillywhite. It's lovely.
A song for the lovers room?
Yeah. Big cell.
Please.
Cooper Temple Clause there. Who Needs Enemies on XFM 104.9. Well, it's competition time. If you want that celebrity endorsed bag from the BAFTAs, Jane had a good idea.
Go on.
She thinks we should revive sort of Swap Shop because a
I love
competition.
Swap Shop, I think it's a great game.
It's great. It was great, right? But a competition or just saying why you need it, right? This way, you know, it's how much you can give, and I think it should be right. What will endorse Carl's life? A theme of the season, I suppose. We're ending a season now of this show, aren't we? And one of the big themes is really develop Carl, enhance Carl.
Rejuvenate him in some way.
What do you think Carl would want? Have you got something he'd love? It can be battling tops, you know, and you got to say why he'd love your old battling tops. It can be a book.
Sorry, what's a battling top? Was this something you used to take to school, like with your hoop and stick?
No, it was a little
And your
game.
baked potato?
It was in the wrist action. And
Go on.
it was like little tops, right? You'd have 4 players, right? You'd wind it around like with cotton, right? And hold a little, I'm getting excited thinking about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know, I'm getting overexcited. It was just battling.
Was this something like...
And you pull it, yeah.
I've had
And it
one.
goes mad.
Don't
yeah.
send one of them. I've had one.
Don't give any clues. It can be some educational, it can be some personal to you that you think you might enhance. So, the competition is, basically, if you want that bag,
So let's just explain what the bag is. It's one of these sort of cardboard giveaway bags that we got at the BAFTAs. It's got a nice big picture of the BAFTA logo. We got it signed by Graham Norton, Angus Dayton, Alan Davis, Jamie Theakston, Paul Whitehouse, Helen Baxendale, Steve, Phil Mitchell, McFadden, Simon Pegg, Steve Wright, obviously the three of us. And, you know, it's just a nice little sort of, you know, if you like kind of autographs, or if you're an autograph hunter or whatever else, or you just like the bag.
or you like the show,
You know,
or you
then,
want a little piece of Carl,
a
or you
little
want
bit
to
of history.
give Carl something, a bit of yourself, or
Exactly.
to enhance his life.
So let's get it
really.
straight. So it's something that you have. It doesn't have to be very expensive. It doesn't have to
No.
be necessarily a worthy thing. Could be something you've made.
Carl has to go, I want that.
Something that enhances Carl's life in some way. Something that will make his life a little bit more special, a little bit better.
Yeah.
And this is a write or email only. We don't want your phone calls on this because we're just too
So
lazy.
what could make Carl's life a little bit more special?
And we'll give it away next week. So you've got a week to email or write in with your suggestions about what it is that you'd want to swap for this this celebrity bag.
Is it carl@xfm.co.uk?
Yeah.
Or you can write XFM, PO Box 1049, London, WC2, H7XX.
Yeah.
Give them out again, Rick? Sorry, you ought to maybe mention something like, you know, Gervais bag.
Oh, I think Carl Swap Shop.
Carl Swap Shop.
Or,
Well, let's not confuse it.
well, it's just good to have a good name.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Is this going to take as long
Is
as
this
the
thinking
golfing
on radio
comes?
again? Is this thinking on radio again?
Alright, we'll just do
So,
that.
hang on, it can't just be Karl at XFM. Is it not Karl.Pilkington?
Yeah, with a K. But the thing is, why are they emailing me? Because I'm not taking any bribes. They've got to send the stuff in.
No,
Of course they haven't.
they
But as 100 people send something and you send 99 back.
No, I won't send. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, no, they just email or
Leave
write
it
in
to
with a
us.
suggestion.
Oh.
Make sure that you mention who you are if you're emailing and leave a telephone number as well. We need a telephone number, we've got to call you back.
Let me give you an example. I like the bag. I want the bag, right? I think this would enhance Carl's life because I am sending a Feng Shui book. Something like that. You know what I mean? I am sending Carl a teddy bear.
You have to explain why, though, obviously.
Yeah.
We can,
Why you think it isn't, you know.
This
And
is
it can
getting
be-
so
it
much
can
more
be-
complicated than it needs to.
I'm bored with it.
It was such an easy idea before.
Throw the bag, well, burn the bag.
Give out the
Burn
addresses again,
the
Rick.
bag. Okay. It's XFM, PO Box 1049. That's easy to remember. London, WC2, H7XX.
And the email?
I can't remember.
Karl.Pilkington at xfm.co.uk with a K.
With a K.
Alright, well done.
Yeah.
Man alive, that was exhausting.
Any
I'll tell you
clues,
what,
Carl? What would you like? What would you like?
I really don't know. I honest to God, I can't help anyone out here.
You just see something you like when you see it.
Well, there might be something out there that I don't know about, and yet it is.
I'm
made-
sure there is.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure there's something out there you don't know
there's
about.
things in this room you don't understand.
No, but
Okay, look, we played it before once, and I know you were Charles.
Yeah, I love
I'm a
this.
big fan of this. This is
Absolutely
from
love
Amy Mann's album Bachelor No. 2, and this is Red Vines playing.
It's beautiful.
I know Carl's not impressed, as ever. I don't know what your criteria for music appreciation is at all, Carl.
it's just like you build them up as being something really good, and then I hear it, and it's like. Oh,
But I don't know what it is that you're expecting to hear.
What we meant to say?
Really good.
What we meant to say? Oh, this is
This is
all
a mediocre track.
This is all right.
Listen,
Go on.
when you played Simon and Garfunkel,
Yeah.
right, they've got their own unique sound. You know
Yeah.
it's them when they sing.
Yeah.
That could have been loads of women who I know.
It could have been loads of women who you know. You only know your girlfriend.
What I mean, Sheryl Crow sounded like Sheryl Crow to me.
Yeah, but
Well, only superficially.
But Man's been around longer than Crow. Who knows what, influences she may have had.
That sounds like a fable, doesn't it? Man's been around longer than Crow. Eh?
But you see, no, I mean, that's just, there's a number, let's be honest, Rick, I mean, there's not that many great female artists, are there?
Oh, hey, be careful there, Steve. Some of the sisters out there will be disagreeing with
I'm
you.
not saying that they can't sing a beautiful song, I'm just worried they can't write the material.
I'm thinking of Bush. I'm thinking of...
Aren't we all, Rick? Aren't we
I'm
all?
thinking of arm trading.
That's true enough.
I am thinking of...
Anastasia.
Anastasia.
I know you love Anastasia, don't you? You
I
love
like that
the-
new one. I love that new one. I mean, I don't
It
like that
sounds
sort
like
of
the
stuff,
other two.
but it's sort of, there's a good chorus, and I can do her dance. That dance at the end when she puts her arms up. I like
She
that
does
one.
sound like she's a very much the new Tina Turner.
Yeah, no, that's the one I've liked, yeah. And me and Steve think that she's sort of like one of those people that go out with her daughter.
Well, I think the reason is because if you notice, she always wears sunglasses.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that because she claims to be something like 28, I bet she's like 40.
It's like one of those 40-year-old women who come from Essex, but they come with their daughter's 21st, and they're going, your mum's mad.
Yeah.
They think we're sisters. They're like, I'm 40 and she's 21.
She always flirts with her daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Where are you going? We're going down, we're going down Millionaires.
Your
I'll
mum's
come down
mad,
myself.
look, your mum's got a bra on! Yeah.
Don't you think she looks like that, Carl?
Yeah.
I can't picture her.
You can't picture Anastasia?
No, she wears glasses.
Sunglasses all the time, yeah.
No.
You're not into this, are you, Carl? You've got this whole sort of broadcast thing as just... You're fed up with it, aren't you? You can't wait to finish next week.
Well, it just seems I can't say anything right.
Why?
Well, whatever I say isn't right.
Or funny.
No, but do you know what I mean?
What? Because what are you upset about? Well, I laughed at the urban myth, but not being true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But one of the things, I'll tell you, that if you take nothing else away from our time on the radio, it should be to be more inquisitive. When a piece of information comes to you, don't just take it at face value, query and question it. That is what has made Ricky Gervais one of the premier thinkers in this country. He will not accept anything on face value. He queries everything. Anastasia, she looks glamorous and wait a minute, those glasses, what do they suggest? Actually, she's 40, I'm not going to buy her records.
and that's
Things like
and that's libelous.
that's potentially libelous.
So, hang on a minute. Roy Orbison then, was he starting to look old?
We're not saying everyone who wears sunglasses is necessarily older than their years.
No, we're not even saying about Anastasia. We're just doing about an image, one of those sort of like ravers that goes to their daughter. It was a little bit of light observational comedy, to be honest, Carl.
You've seen through it, mate.
Yeah.
You've torn it to shreds.
She's not 40. You know what I mean? She doesn't hang out round with much younger people, chatting at their boyfriends. It wasn't true. What do you want? What do you want in life, Carl? Tell me now, because me and Steve can probably sort it out.
That is true enough. Come on.
What do you want? What's the best thing?
What would make your
what
life
song?
happy?
If you could play any song now, what would it be?
Well, we're going to be spinning one of my favourites later on.
Killing a Georgie.
Killing a
We've
Georgie.
sorted that out. You've probably got a lovely few gifts you can choose from, just because we got a few signatures on a piece of paper. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What more do you want out of life?
I always find that
Do you want a cat? You want a cat, don't you?
it's the things that you don't think you're going to get that you enjoy the most. Right?
Go on, like what?
No. Well, like, when you go out for a night and you're expecting just to have a simple little drink and it turns out to be a really nice night, you see people you haven't seen for ages.
Yeah.
Now, the BAFTAs, so sort of, you expect so much,
He's having a go, isn't he?
that when you get there, you get that little bit of veg as a starter, and you think, look at it, they've tried to make it look good, but really, as I said to you, I mean, you don't eat veg, which
No.
I find is mental. But like the starter that we had, that was like, how would you describe that?
It was a veg pie. It was like, I thought, I was starving when I came in there, right? And from the, stairs, I could see the tables, and it looked like there was pate laid out, and I was getting excited, I was salivating. Got there, it was a vegetable pie.
I said to Steve.
So,
Vegetable pie.
Okay, someone took mine,
It
I gave
wasn't
it
a
away.
vegetable
White House
pie.
took mine, didn't he?
Yeah, but Rick, you won't eat anything. We've discussed this before. All you'll eat is pizza and crisps.
rubbish.
Do you know what he said to me in the week? I was picking up my food in the BBC canteen, and he went, right, I'm honestly thinking of stopping having lunch with you. I went, what? He went, it winds me up. I went, what? He said, it winds me up. It winds me up. You won't eat anything. That's a lovely bit of chicken there. You're not eating that. You're not eating that. It winds me up too much. Like you get irritated by people, noise. He said, you eating, it just winds me up, Gervais. And then he went, you're a cock.
Yeah. It really annoyed me. His eating habits drive me mad because he's constantly whinging about the fact that he thinks he's got cancer. Every 25 seconds. Wait a minute, I can feel a lump, It's your cock. No, it's not, it wasn't there before, it wasn't there, it's a lump. I'm dying, quick to the hospital. How many times have you been to, like a doctor's clinic and sat in the waiting room, right? Carl, how many times have you been there, right, with a friend of yours? Twice I've been with Ricky. One time when we were writing the first years of the office, we were writing in the waiting room for the doctor. Because he had to go in there and have because he thought he had testicular cancer. I swear to God,
I'd seen
he
the thing
thought he
about
had
it.
testicular cancer.
And I just said, and he said, I'll put mine, I never worry about that again. He said, no, you're not in the risk group and that. The other time was,
But wait a minute, you had to go in there.
the other time was, I thought I had, stomach cancer, and she went, why? I said, oh, God. She said, when you get a sore throat, do you think you got throat cancer? I said, I've thought that, yeah. And she sort of said, get out of here, you idiot. And that's what I like. I like that when they do that. But I think it's sort of since my mum died of it, and I just think, oh, God, it's in the family. And that's the thing I worry about,
but don't you prefer, I mean, I don't go because it scares me. I'm like that. I prefer not to go because I always worry that, especially with cancer and things, that they'll go, you know, I'll go there with a sore leg or something, and they'll go, no, your leg's fine, but look at this we've found in your head.
If it's a brain, you'll be laughing!
No, but you know what I mean? They'll find something, because none of us are perfect, and as you get older, you get little moles and stuff, and they'll say, oh, we best get rid of that, and it's like, leave it alone, it's not causing any problems.
That shouldn't be there. Leave it alone. It's not good. It is. It's getting bigger and it's strangling your lungs.
But Rick's sort of like, but my point was, this is what upsets me. He constantly worries about his health. He's constantly obsessed. I found some buboes. I think I've got plague. every 10 minutes he's got something. I
started choking once because I thought it was some dust, didn't I?
Yeah, he swallowed some dust. He started choking like he'd swallowed a fishbone, right? He was literally, I thought he was going to die.
And he panicked
dust.
and he shouted, right, I'm choking, I'm going blue, and I'm trying to hit me, and he's hitting me on the back, and he shouted, I don't know the Heimlich manoeuvre. Yeah. And I was choking and dying, but then I wanted to laugh. Because he panicked going, it's like, if he's gonna die, I want him to know that I didn't know the Heimlich manoeuvre.
I did everything I could, but I didn't know the Heimlich manoeuvre, so that was why I couldn't have saved
him. Dear.
But my point is this, he worries about his health, and yet he eats like a child. He eats crisps, constantly, Coke. He keeps going, oh, I've got a headache, drink some water.
Yeah.
No, boring, hate it.
I did say that, yeah.
Chips, pizza, sausages, beans and chips. I have never seen someone eat so much. I don't know how he's not bored of it yet. Sausage, chips and beans. Everything that's got to have cheese on it. Parmesan cheese, please. You know, on anything.
Why don't they leave it in a restaurant as well? Seriously, why don't they leave the Parmesan cheese? It's like it's gold dust or something. The salt, as much salt as you want, but they come along, and I found myself sneaking. I've said to Jane, look out, is the waiter looking? And I've leant over and did some more Parmesan. I feel really guilty. Just leave it.
It was on a trifle. You don't need cheese on dessert. I've explained it to you.
Oh dear.
So this is why I get angry, and that's why I'll tell you this, what if I had to be on, I mean, Ricky was on Room 101, if I had to be on there, I'll tell you this, Ricky Gervais would be the first person in there. He'd be straight in there, man, because I got a list as long as you are.
What did you think when I said, annoying people, like making noises?
Unbelievable. So, you talked about, annoying noises, and that, people that make noises that are annoying. He is the most irritating man I've ever met, and I swear to God, I don't mean that as an insult, you really are, because you go out of your way to be insulting and irritating.
Thanks.
That's fine, but you'd be straight in there. Yeah. In fact, we should do this next week for Karl. We should draw up a list of Karl's hates, what he'd put in Room 101.
Oh,
Think about that next week,
That is genius. Next week, so we've got the competition, we've got Karl, I'll tell you what, let's play a record and do White Van Karl.
Yeah.
And just let's slam dunk this mother.
That's true enough.
What are you going to play?
Some Alpine Stars.
Okay.
Alpine Stars, Carbon Kid, featuring little Brian from Placebo.
Oh yeah.
Thought I recognised him. Yeah. So like that. Right. White Van Karl.
White Van Karl. Yeah, this is where we steal the White Van Man column from The Sun and basically fire those questions at Karl, getting his opinions on the week's news. Okay, Karl. Let me see. Okay, what do you make of this? The average woman, apparently, takes 27 minutes to get ready to go out. Did you know that?
Are they saying that's a good thing, or...?
No, they're saying that the bare minimum...
Average,
this is what
surely.
No. But I remember reading, I'm sure they said that, it takes them 27 minutes to get ready to go out, at the very least, I think.
It's not that bad if it's for a night out. 30 minutes is alright.
If it's going to get to 20 woodbines.
But, yeah, or, if the house is on fire, and it's like, quick.
Yeah.
Get ready and get out.
I don't think it's in a fire, no. I think, go on.
I think that's
27 minutes, alright. I'd take about 27 minutes.
I can take up to that.
But do they include the getting up, having a bath?
Doesn't give me any more details.
No?
27
Well, that's difficult to go by. Difficult to go on that one, isn't it?
How long does Suzanne take to go out of the house?
Depends, like I say, if we're just nipping out shopping,
the old flip-flops and trackies on?
Yeah. But if you're going out for the night, it takes a bit longer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a wire in the trackies.
yeah.
Come on.
Okay, no, really don't know what the ins and outs of this story are. Sven Goran Eriksson sticking with Nancy rather than Ulrika?
Was his wife in it or his girlfriend?
Yeah, I don't know if this story's true. No one seems to have offered any evidence for it.
Anyway,
Everyone remained silent.
It's rubbish.
And, look at what to make of this. David Beckham apparently was driving despite having an injured foot, and just further threatening his World Cup chances. Now, obviously you're a big football fan.
Well, I'm not that big. I like the odd game.
Sure.
Would that hurt him? Would that hurt his foot?
It can be good.
Is it in a
can't
plaster? It's not in a big car,
Sure,
is
it's
it?
better to drive than it is to walk on it.
Good point.
Fair enough, yeah.
Go on.
Can't argue with
Can't
that.
get the bus, can he?
Okay, and what do you make of this fascist leader who's having a lot of success in the French presidential elections?
What's he doing?
Have you not come across this story?
No.
Right, this is one of the big political stories.
He's got a far right that got nearly 20%.
He's a far-right fascist leader, and he's having considerable success in the French elections.
I don't think we should be asking Carl questions like this.
Not
a
something
lot-
you've got an opinion on?
I'm getting scared.
There's all sorts of bad stuff going on in the world that we don't know about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But we know about this.
Yeah, but you're better off not knowing because there's nothing I can do about it.
You're absolutely right, Carl. I can't argue with that.
Oh,
God, man alive.
fantastic. That is brilliant.
Have we got it lined up?
Bit of Rolling
It's the one song I've been wanting to play since we've been on XFM, really. And took me a while to track it down, obviously, in the XFM library. But here it is. Give me shelter from
Through the Vietnam War, that would be on there, wouldn't it?
Can I just reiterate this giveaway then? We got this bag signed by a number of celebrities, Graham Norton, Angus Tate, and different people on there.
Yeah.
And if you want to win that, then you have to email or write in with what you are willing to swap. Okay, so you need to swap something, and something which will enhance Carl's life. It can be anything. You could have made it, you could have bought it, anything. But you have to have it. You can send it to us in exchange for this this signed bag, and you can email Karl.Pilkington, Karl with a K, Karl.Pilkington@xfm.co.uk, or you can write to the bag or Ricky Gervais's big.
I just
bag.
realised why I've been saying Carl with a K, because you can have Carl with a C, can't you?
Yes, you can.
As in Cox.
Absolutely. Or you can write to XFM PO Box 104.9, London WC2 H7XX. All right.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Alright.
there's going to be a bit of a change, isn't there?
Yes, that's absolutely right, Rick. Normally we would end the
decided
show, obviously, with
just-
a song for the ladies.
But because it's sort of Carl's penultimate show, and we're going to play one of his favourite tracks, what are you going to...
Yeah, I just thought we could play this. It is obviously the Killing of Georgie
By Rod Stewart.
by Rod Stewart, and this is
Come through on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, etc. Got some great tunes actually lined up.
Excellent.
I've brought in some Amy Mann, some Neil Young. I'm playing my favourite Clash track. What have you got for us, Steve?
I got a dynamite hip-hop tune by
Yeah.
The Roots, which I think you'll enjoy.
Love it, love it.
Got a little bit of Joni Mitchell, maybe swing that on later.
Oh, excellent.
And,
I nearly brought in some Joni Mitchell. It's a good job I didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it wouldn't have made any
sure
difference. It wouldn't have made any difference.
No,
We'd
you'd
have
have
played-
probably played
yeah.
yours, and then
Yeah.
I'd have been
Fine.
told to
Go
go
away.
away with a flea in my ear.
Carl, what have you got lined up for us as the producer?
Right, well, Rockbusters.
Been off this week again?
Has he?
Yeah.
Another week off?
Another week off, yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't have a full week off. I had 3 days off
Yeah.
because I was working all over Christmas,
Yeah.
and still didn't stop working, preparing stuff. You've got a nice load of prizes there that
Yeah,
I've sorted
giving
out. I
those
had to
away,
come in
yeah.
especially to sort that out.
Yeah.
Rockbusters.
Did you
will
rifle
continue.
through the drawers up at Capital Gold instead of down
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Rockbusters was still doing that.
Yeah.
Got one-
Yeah, you're picking it up.
Yeah.
He's picking it up. Yeah. Still doing that.
We've got that.
Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, etc. Got some great tunes actually lined up.
Excellent.
I've brought in some Amy Mann, some Neil Young. I'm playing my favourite Clash track. What have you got for us, Steve?
I got a dynamite hip-hop tune by
Yeah.
The Roots, which I think you'll enjoy.
Love it, love it.
Got a little bit of Joni Mitchell, maybe swing that on later.
Oh, excellent.
And,
I nearly brought in some Joni Mitchell. It's a good job I didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it wouldn't have made any
I'm sure
difference. It wouldn't have made any difference.
No, you'd
We'd
have
have
probably
played-
played
yeah.
yours, and then
Yeah.
I'd have been
Fine.
told to
Go
go
away.
away with a flea in my ear.
Carl, what have you got lined up for us as the producer?
Right, well, Rockbusters.
Been off this week again?
Has he?
Yeah.
Another week off?
Another week off, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a full week off. I had 3 days off
Yeah.
because I was working all over Christmas,
Yeah.
and still didn't stop working, preparing stuff. You've got a nice load of prizes there that
Yeah,
I've sorted
giving
out.
those
I had to
away,
come
yeah.
in especially to sort that out.
Yeah.
Rockbusters.
Did
will
you rifle
continue.
through the drawers up at Capital Gold instead of down
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Rockbusters was still doing that.
Yeah.
got one-
Yeah, you're picking it up.
Yeah.
He's picking it up. Yeah. Still doing that.
We've got that. Last week, we sort of changed educating Ricky a bit. just a little
Don't
bit.
say we. I don't want to be incriminated in it.
Well, well, changed it in a sense that rather than giving you too much information about different things, it's hard to sort of keep it all in.
Yeah.
I'm giving you sort of information on one thing. So last
no,
week,
because some of your stuff was a little bit too intense. My favourite story was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and got better, and I couldn't take all that in at once. So you should really ration some of the education.
We sort of
Wasn't
started a
last
new-
week war-related stories?
Yeah, it was War Do You Think of That then?
What
And
do
it
you
was
think of that then?
Sure.
3 things.
And it was the French battle. Going over the top was John's got a moustache, which you think was ambiguous because someone might have said that anyway.
Well, look, you've remembered it, so it's working. So
Yeah.
we'll be doing that. And last week
Loads
you
of
said
French people have just gone to war who were listening to this.
Yeah.
you said you wanted to learn some science this week.
Did
so, yeah. so the title this week for that is Acid. I would sort you some science out. Acid. Acid. 'Cause that's
How
sort
long
of-
did that take you to call?
Listen, but you know, look, people love Karl. There's comedians coming to me and go, "Karl's the funniest man." They absolutely love him, right? But I think we're only seeing half of it, right? If we can get him on television, his face then, when he told me that title, was like a child at Christmas.
Yeah.
He was so proud of it. He was excited what I was gonna. It was brilliant.
It's a bit like when a child's drawn a picture in art class. You know you've got to stick it on the fridge,
you've got
but
to,
you basically
yeah.
think it's crap.
yeah.
It's very much like that.
All right, Karl.
Is that good?
Yes.
So we'll be doing that. Do we need them?
Yeah. Have you got another one?
We have got another one. Looking at snails this
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Do we need snails?
Do we need
Because I know you're not a
snails?
fan of snails, are you?
Well, after a bit of research, I found some good stuff out about like they sleep for 13 years, some of them,
Yeah.
and that. So we'll be looking
Ricky,
into that
you
later.
tried that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We've got ritual,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is something that I told Ricky about.
Yeah, well, last week's was brilliant. It's
was
good
it?
to have a flat head in India.
It's good to have a flat head in India. I've
That's
forgotten all about that.
brilliant. Yeah.
And,
well, I'm
that's about
gonna.
it. That's-
I'm gonna just play one of my favourite Smith tracks.
Can I just make a request? Though I'd quite like if you've got time to bring back just for 1 week only White Van Karl.
Sure.
Because there's some quite interesting topics this week.
Oh, is there things happening in the world?
There's
Because
some
Karl
things
doesn't think
happening.
there is.
No.
There is a light that never goes out. I imagine just there. I was thinking of being in the front row at a Morrissey concert and going, can I just play along? They are brilliant.
I don't know what kind of sound that is.
I don't know. It's only used for when Kenneth Williams
Yeah, exactly.
sees someone undressing.
Yeah.
That's the only time that
Yeah.
is used, that noise.
Exactly.
That is
But
brilliant.
it's like it was specially created for the Carry On films.
Yeah, we need, I don't know what it is, but we need something when I walk in and see someone changing. Well, what about this? There is a light that never goes out by the Smiths. I phoned Karl up in the week, yeah, and I said, what are you doing? He went, well, even though it's one of my days off, I'm just doing some research on the web. Found anything and said, yeah, I'm doing science. And then he said, you can get wigs for dogs in Tokyo. That's his scientific fact. And I went, what do you mean? Dogs, if they need a wig? I said, if they need a wig, what? Dogs going bald? And he went, like, this is fine to him, he went, it's a stressful city, Tokyo. The world's alright with Karl. He's always got an explanation. I've only ever seen him confused once. When, in Edinburgh, he looked out of his window one day and he saw a bloke putting a parking ticket on some rubbish.
Yeah.
And that genuinely confused him.
Yeah.
He couldn't work out, could you?
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
And the woman breastfeeding her 8-year-old child, you didn't like, did you?
I don't like that. But the what's the name? Animals with wigs. I kind of thought after I put the phone down to you, kind of thought about it. Thought, yeah, it's a bit daft that.
You sure it's not the ageing pop group?
No,
The Animals.
But when you think, have you ever seen like a bald pet?
No.
It's weird.
What do you mean?
Because my mum, we had a cat. We used to get through loads of cats because we lived there.
Oh God! It started early today, innit?
What do you mean?
It's only 10 past one.
Because
What
we
are you
lived
doing?
No,
Running a restaurant?
We lived on.
Oh God! What do you mean?
No, we lived on like a main road.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
we used to get through a lot of them. My dad
It was
kept
their
saying,
risk.
you know, stop wasting money. You know, it's not
Stop
good.
wasting money, not wasting cats.
Right. So anyway, we had this cat that was ill all the time, and
It's just bag of news, probably.
Yeah, malingerer. Yeah, I'm terrified.
I'm going to which house?
Rome. Oh God, bloody hell. Rome.
Don't let me go to the Pilkingtons.
And for some reason, it kept being sick all the time. Like,
Yeah, that is nerves. That's definitely nerves.
so my mum kind of thought, I've had enough of this, and she shaved it.
What? Whoa! 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 Now I know you're not vets in your family, but what correlation did your mum think there was between you being sick and shaving it?
Because it kept being sick, and it was a pain to wash, because it kept getting
So
caught
she
up.
wanted a dry wipe cat.
So,
Why didn't you just varnish it? What?
it's weird, it's weird though.
So now he's cold and sick.
No, but not all of it. She left sort of the back half, but sort of from its waist, sort of.
I love that! Shave it because it's sick on itself!
And
That is
it was
genius.
the weirdest looking thing. I mean, normally I like cats. I'm always like giving yours a stroke on the head and that.
Yeah.
As soon as she did that, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
can't touch it. And then
So now it's sick, cold, and hated.
Yeah.
Carl.
It must have. I mean, the other cats must have been taking the mick out of it constantly. It's just making things worse. Did it get? I'm hoping that it got run over and was put out of its misery.
no, I think it got all right, that one. Or is that the? Yeah, it did get run over. It did.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home, I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever.
Yeah.
First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that.
Do you remember the first time you saw Steve? No, I'm not being funny. Do you remember the first...
Yeah, but I've said this before. It's always then you get used to how people look, and you don't. No.
I'm gonna burst. You have to play a record.
No, but-
Because I just see Steve's face. Gold Rush on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Brilliant.
Rick,
So-
I was in. I don't know whether I should tell you this because it might rock you to the very core.
Go on.
But I was in an Indian restaurant the other night, and you've not seen the film. Have you seen the film Notting Hill?
I haven't, no.
Right, in the film Notting Hill, have you seen that, Carl?
Yeah,
Do you remember the bit? Julia Roberts plays a movie star, rather like Julia
She's the
Roberts.
most famous...
Yeah,
I know
and she's
her.
in a restaurant having dinner with Hugh Grant, and she overhears some people in the restaurant slagging her off and saying,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
she's a slapper. Probably all actresses are. And she's sort of stewing on it, and Hugh Grant wants to say something, and she says, "No, I won't let you." And then as she's walking out, she goes and says something to them, and of course their faces drop. They can't believe it's her. Anyway, I was in an Indian restaurant the other night, and they were slagging you off, Rick. Well, what they were saying is they were going, Ricky Gervais. The thing about Ricky Gervais is he's just like the character he plays.
Right.
He's just like David Brent in real life. And I was listening in, and I was thinking, well, I want to say something. I want to go over and have a word and say, you know, you're partially right, but I couldn't. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't. What could I do? I couldn't really go over there and get into a rumble.
I want to say, what do you mean that I'm
Yeah.
like him? I use his face and his vocal cords, but I mean, I can't help that.
But it's that thing as well of I don't know where they've got this information from.
But no.
Because you're
but
not,
it's
so
received.
they're wrong.
Well,
so
it's yeah, they've received it from somewhere, or they've read it, or something. It's just, but I don't know. I mean, I can't really be annoyed that they're just wrong.
But it was very weird,
It's
'cause
like it's like being annoyed at a vicar believing in God. I can't get annoyed with him. I just don't believe.
But because obviously they didn't recognise me, it's rather like, you know, when they talk about that idea that if you could go to your funeral, what would people
Yeah.
be saying about you? It's
Yeah.
the closest you could get to that.
Well,
in that you can hear what people are saying about your friends.
But why don't you to get him round to the you go? He is, yeah. What do you think of the other fella? Sometimes with him,
Yeah.
that tall fella. He's good, isn't he?
Yeah,
I know.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a shame actually because on the occasions I do get recognised from minor appearances, I'd never get any cool fans. I just get the nerds. I get the real nerdlingers. I don't get, you know, beautiful women
You're
coming
putting
out.
them off though. Putting them off. You've got to take what you can.
Well-
but you'll have nothing.
No, I know, but this girl came out the other day and she said, "Hey, are you that guy who's involved with The Office?" I went, "Oh, yes, I am." She went, "My boyfriend loves you. He's over here." And she pointed him out. I was devastated. I thought, I'm in here.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on. But there was a guy who was in HMV, and he was working with the till. He'd been working with the till, and he saw me. He said, "Would you sign this DVD?" I went, "Oh, no problem." I said, and I was trying to make conversation. I was trying to be frothy, and I said to him, "Oh, selling well, is it?" And he went, "It is. Although we've had quite a lot of returns." I said, well, don't tell me that. I don't wanna know that.
What did he mean? That they didn't like it?
And
or
I
that they
said, what? People have been bringing it back.
No, I think it's glitches.
He said they've been bringing it back. I said, what was the problem? He said they didn't really like it.
No!
Yeah, some of them didn't really like it.
You can get it back if you don't like
Yeah,
it!
I know. I mean, I don't know whether they gave him the money back, but certainly that's what he dealt with. That's what he'd encountered.
And then he said we didn't give the money back, they just wanted to drop it off. What, they didn't even want the money back?
Yeah, they just wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, they
Just didn't want it in the house.
It's like,
I don't want this rubbish in the house.
Oh, but we still get the money for it, do we?
We still get the money. But
Brilliant.
you know, I told you that other time. Again, because people don't recognise me, again, I was in a record shop, there was a stack of Office videos, and this guy went by, and I sort of heard them as they went by. He went, oh, Office, yeah, a lot of people like that. I think it's shit. He's mate when I agree.
Really?
And of course, again, what could I do? I couldn't say anything. I couldn't pipe up and go, well, that's sort of...
I like the fact that you're always hearing these loud vocals.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah,
great. What's the chance of that 2 feet? That's brilliant. Maybe everyone's always slagging it off.
But it is partly,
That's it.
Yeah, that's part of it, but also because I keep hanging out by stacks of Office DVDs.
Oh dear.
Wearing a t-shirt with a picture of you and me on it.
Yeah, that'd do it. What we got to play, Carl?
Something Steve wants.
Well, actually, I must dedicate this to someone who's emailed in. I mentioned earlier that I was going to play some of the Roots, and Joe from Peterborough's very excited about that. So, this is not from the current Roots album, sadly, which I've not fully absorbed yet, and therefore don't feel I can make a decision on which track to play, but maybe that'll come
That's the sort of
sometime in the
effort
future.
and thought we put into our, picking music.
Exactly.
I had these cassettes still in my bag from last week.
Sure. Anyway, this is from the album Things Fall Apart. It's the Roots featuring Erykah Badu. You got me. Let's play.
Well, it's coming up to 1:30, and so it's time for Rockbusters. It's a structured show. It's a new leaf. This show in the new year is going to be structured. Set pieces, hitting our marks. Do you know what I mean? There'll be time checks, weather checks. A bit cold out. If you're driving, careful on that. So do the prizes.
Check for traffic, if it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again, an arbitrary selection of goodies.
What are those politicians doing?
Was that XFM News?
Yeah. Right, what have we got?
So we've got, for those that are a fan of the movie Donnie Darko, which a lot of people rave about this year, a sort of weird teenage movie, then there's a sort of sweatshirt there.
It is actually quite nice.
It's not bad at all.
T-shirt.
It's medium, so if you're a bit of a bloater, don't bother to apply unless you've got a friend already. We've also got here a Graham Norton video. Certificate 18. So please don't phone up don't email in unless you're above the age of 18.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the best of his TV show.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
It's a big stiff video, that, isn't it? It's a big stiff cock of a video.
Thanks very much.
I meant
You meant the bird.
Yeah.
There's also a fairly mediocre British wartime thriller, Enigma, which a lot of people, it was hyped for a while, but it's actually interminable. I've seen it. The first series here of The Kumars at number 42 on DVD. I think that's award-winning, so that's available as well. We've got 2 CDs by the look of it. We've got Pulp's Greatest Hits, which I don't think sold very well, and so presumably they are giving that away. And Johnny Cash's current album, American For the Man Comes Around, there's some good cover versions there.
Again, another big sell. A big sell. We're really pushing this.
But it's quite kooky. Johnny Cash here does covers of things including Personal Jesus.
Oh, right.
By Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
We've got Bridge Over Troubled Water, his version of that. Desperado. And anyway, it's not bad. That's probably the best treat in that bunch. And,
right.
I'm assuming there's some questions there, Carl.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
If you're a new listener, the way it works, I'll give you a cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band. Yeah. Makes more sense when you hear it, I reckon.
Not particularly.
Well, not really. Although people do get it. I just worry about the state of our listeners. Go on.
Right, so there's 3 of them. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
It's email only. I repeat, it is email only.
We are too lazy to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
Here we go then. Number 1. There's normally 2 easy ones and a difficult one.
Sure.
So here we go. Number 1. Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Yeah, that's AA.
AA.
That's So that's the first one.
He's not going to change his mind. What do you mean, You've got them written out, haven't you?
I'm just thinking about what the answer is, so I didn't write the answer down.
Oh, don't worry, they get it. Yeah, don't worry.
Well, you can't remember it. You came up with it. There's only 3.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not weird. It's incompetent.
Right, the second one, anyway. I hope you get this.
I hope you get this. Email in and tell us the answer.
This is a shambles, isn't
Hang
it?
on a
Come
minute.
on, keep going.
Go on.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
And you don't know.
You don't know that is.
I'm sure it'll come to me once I see it on email.
What do you mean? Once they get it, you'll agree with them.
I'll know if it's the one I had down as the answer.
This is brilliant.
Come on,
Imagine
it's
Jeremy Paxman doing that. Going,
Yeah, University
"What-
Times."
Is that right? Go on.
Right, so that's that one.
Give us that one again.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
But you're confused. I don't understand how you can be confused.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the final one?
The third one, I'll have to put that woman in the oven. And that's AB.
Alright, quickly give us them again.
Right, so the first one, don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind. That's AA. He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. And I'll have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
Alright.
Okay.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a classic track now by
unfortunate.
Neil Young, Alabama. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Carl is still confused. He's waiting. He's biting his fingers, waiting for an email to tell him the answer to the clue he made up but can't get. I love that as an experiment. As a I mean, that would confuse psychologists, that you come up with something that you can't get. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you came up with the question, you don't know the answer.
And you expect them to, but you can't, and you made it up. Look at your face, like play some adverts. Billy Corgan's new band there. Ex-Smashing Pumpkins. Sounds a bit like them, but I like it.
It's alright, not bad.
I like it.
You
On
would seem to
XFM.
know, Rick, incidentally,
Go on.
that someone's got the right answer, so
Carl's
Carl now
relieved.
knows the answer, yeah.
Brilliant. Well done, Carl. You're a fool. Right.
Well, talking of which, it's a long time since we've had any White Van Carl. For those that don't remember this particular hot feature, we basically asks Carl some of the questions that are asked of a white van driver in the Sun. They always have this on Saturday afternoons. Anyway, here's the first one. And they're not fascinating, Carl, but I'm just interested on your take, really.
Yeah.
What do you make of Cilla Black quitting Blind Date after her husband sent a message from beyond the grave? You familiar with this
I
story?
didn't know that. What's that?
She went to see a medium, and supposedly her husband passed on information through the medium, which was incredibly vague, but persuaded her to quit live on air.
Well, it's about time, isn't it? If even dead people are saying... enough's enough. But I'll tell you what, though, talking about ghosts and that, do you know how I'm into them?
Yeah.
Right? How weird do you think this is, right?
Well, it's not true. Before you say it, play a record.
No, go on.
Go on.
Right, it's this woman. I don't even know if it's ghost, really, it's just a bit weird.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
There's this woman,
Yeah.
and she's not a woman, she's a kid.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
She's walking down, like, a street in her area, it's a nice day and everything, everything's normal. She's walking down, and a woman comes up, cycling past, right? The woman on the bike looks at the kid, absolutely terrified, right? Got a really scary face on her.
Yeah.
The kid's thinking, why is she doing that?
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, she thinks nothing of it, goes, I think she was playing in the park or whatever, goes and has a nice day. About 15 years later...
Oh, right, yeah.
She's, I don't know, I think she was going to work, right, on a bike.
She was riding her own bike.
Riding
Okay.
her own bike, cycling down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Looks at the kid. That's the thing that happened, like, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
It's her on the bike looking at her as a kid.
Right.
What do you
Not another child.
No. So
Right.
it's her, she's seen
Well,
herself.
Carl. I mean, I don't know where to start.
Firstly, where's this information come from?
But I mean, why do you ever? I mean, I don't know what part of that you think can be true. I don't. I mean, honest. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. What are you talking about?
Bit weird, though, isn't it?
But it's not true.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened like that.
She said it did.
Well,
Who?
then she's wrong.
She said she saw herself.
She saw herself as a kid, didn't she?
Did she carry on riding
and as an
her?
adult when she was a kid.
Did she stop and talk to herself, or did she ride on by and think, that's a bit weird, there's me as an 8-year-old. I won't stop, I'll be late for work.
Yeah. If I'm late again, the boss said he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
And where is this information? Did it happen to someone you know?
No.
You overheard it on the bus?
No, it was in the 14 Times.
Ah, right, well,
Okay.
that's the answer.
Good,
We've
okay.
got to the bottom of that.
Right. Good. Brilliant.
Now, what do you make of David Blunkett accusing gangster rappers of making kids believe guns are cool? It's a hot topic there, Carl, and I imagine you've got some strong opinions.
He's saying what?
He is saying, basically, that all this rap music is advocating gun use and violence against people, and he's very worried about it.
Nah.
Okay. All right. What's the next one?
Have you thought about going into politics? Because I'll tell you this, they wouldn't be able to argue with you, really, in the Houses of Parliament. They'd have where would they start?
Yeah. My fellow is an idiot.
No, but violence has always been about, isn't it? Like cowboys and Indians, they didn't have PlayStations and Tupac then, and there was still violence.
What do you mean? In the Wild West?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you can't really blame it on stuff. It'll always happen. That's the world, and it's made up of different types and that.
Again, he's right. Again, he's sort of right in a way, in his innocence, in his buffoonery.
I didn't hear what he said.
He just said there's always been violence. You know what I mean? It's sort
Even,
of like,
dinosaurs, look at them. They caused a lot
and
of
then he
trouble.
went too far and made himself sound
No,
like a
but
fool again.
I'm just saying, it's always happened, it always will.
Yeah.
Don't try and change it.
Yeah, just chill out is what you're saying.
Do you know what we should do? We should all get on our bike, go and find ourselves when we're little, and go, be careful what you do in life. Go on.
Ricky Anderson has emailed in.
Dickers!
Dickers Danderson.
Oh, what are you doing, Dindo?
He's probably our biggest fan.
Diddler, you little diddler!
Exactly. He has emailed in, as ever. Ricky, your show fascinates me. How do you maintain such levels of senseless drivel? That's from Randy Anders. as I
Little
call him.
diddle dommers!
Oh! So, thanks again,
Dudley.
for that, yep.
Well done. He's yeah, that's great. I
Nice
get a
stuff,
buzz. I was disappointed last week where he didn't. What? Ask him why he's didn't
He
email us
didn't
last.
respond last week. No, it's a shame.
Probably
that.
busy. I don't believe he had something better to do.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so.
I can't believe that of anyone.
No,
when
no, on
you've
a
got this
Saturday
sort of
afternoon.
level,
Exactly.
intense chat. What have you done this week, Carl?
Well, I've had a few days off, haven't I?
Yeah.
Still, doing stuff for this show and that, but managed to
Well,
get a
not
few
really.
hours in.
Yeah, not really.
Just doing nothing, and bought a place. So I was looking at kitchens,
Yeah.
weighing some of them up, and
Yeah. Checking them out.
checking them out, and also ordered a sofa.
Yeah.
Nice sort of comfy, sort of leatherish sofa.
A leatherish.
Oh, I don't like leather sofas.
No, yeah, but what are you picturing?
A leather sofa.
A leather sofa.
Yeah,
I
but
just
like
don't,
what?
it's squeaky and it's.
No, this isn't. This isn't
it?
No, this isn't like that.
But I want a really old, sinky into fabric. I want a sofa that is as comfortable as a bed. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if it was acceptable, you'd have a bed in your lounge, wouldn't you? If that was allowed, without seeming like you were sort of like elderly, or
That would be
just,
good. And I'd have a drip going in.
Yeah.
Sort of like with nutrients, because I can't be bothered to chew.
No, you
just
can't,
lager, sort of lager with sort of vitamins.
Vitamins
and
pumped
then
in, yeah.
and then one going from my knob down to the toilet.
To the lavatory, yeah.
And with all the remote controls. And that would be amazing.
To be fair, you're almost there, Rick. I've certainly seen the toilet tubing when I've been round in the past.
My dad's bed, right? My dad would never change his chair. My mum would try and get rid of it because it would just fit to him and it'd just be absolutely dilapidated, right? And
What,
same
he's
with
like,
his bed.
he had like his own chair in the lounge.
Yeah, his own chair, right? And then and his bed, right? When they had separate rooms towards the end, and his bed, right? It had it for years, and it was a big dip. It was
Really?
just like a spoon in the middle, where it was concave. And my mum used to just vacuum it out.
Oh!
Well, the little bits are like, he'd have a fag in bed, or he'd do his roll-ups in bed.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
he
that's
said to
grotesque.
him, why do you like that bed? It's curved, he goes, it means I can't fall out. The idea, it was like, in a hammock. That's great.
That can't have been good for his back.
Well, I don't think it mattered towards the end of it. A hammock would be, I really would love a hammock. I think a big beanbag would be good, wouldn't it? With a telly.
A beanbag as big as a bed would be amazing.
Yeah, but this is still the telly thing, because do you prop yourself up a little bit to watch it? Do you watch it on the side, which is annoying? Do you turn the telly on the side?
I've always wondered about that.
The weird thing is, right, I've mentioned before about certain things that are just right, like your hand, 5 fingers is just enough, right? One more,
The sex tips.
it ruins stuff.
Yeah, one less.
One less and you you know, I was saying about drying your pots and that'd be really slippery and that.
Yeah.
Right? And the weird thing is, right,
I think that's what nature had in mind.
no,
Yeah.
but like, my mum and dad, right, they moved to this little house, right, and they had loads of furniture that they collected over the years without chucking out, and they've moved to this small house, so they just had too much furniture, right, and they had this double bed, and that was for, like, you know, when friends come round and that, they can stay there, but the problem was he wanted to sort of put these wardrobes in the bedroom, right,
Right.
that went on either side of the bed.
Sort of wrapped around
Because,
there.
yeah, but because the room was so small, he thought, I can sort that out,
Yeah.
right? And he sawed the bed.
He sawed the bed.
He sawed the whole thing, so you've got, like, your mattress, your bed, and everything. And
What, he
sort
just sliced some off?
Like a big sandwich, just cut a bit off
just
the edge.
cut the
About
crust off.
About how much is that, would you say?
About 8 inches, 6
About
inches.
8 inches.
But hold on, but that
Well, he
won't
cut
work. Because it'll all fall out the side, and then what happened to the springs and all the supports and stuff?
He
It'll just
sorted it
collapse.
out. It didn't all come out and that. I mean, it's not the comfiest bed. but the weird thing is, he did it, and even though it's only like that 8 inches or whatever, it totally ruined it. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, of course it would.
no, but what do you think I mean? I don't mean it ruined it as in it looks a mess.
No, it would have been uncomfortable.
Not even that though. Just the fact it's that little bit shorter. It's like, God, for 2 people, this is hard work now. This is like you haven't got enough room, even though it's only 8 inches.
Why did he build the wardrobes first without measuring, putting the...
I think he did all that and then thought, oh, it'll easily fit in there, and it didn't. So he had to sort of saw a bit off the bed. But it's just weird how only 8
Did
inches.
he use one of those electric saws?
Yeah.
And there
That's
was just,
amazing.
presumably there was just kind of
What
sort of
did it-
material and wood just flying everywhere.
What did he do with the legs? Did he have to move the legs in a bit?
He moved the legs. Looking at it, right, once it's got like the quilt on it and everything, you wouldn't know. I was like,
Sure.
yeah, that's alright, you've done a good job.
Yeah.
And I went to bed at night, he's like, you know, sleep well. Got up in the morning after having about 45 minutes sleep and said, something not right with that.
Yeah.
And he
You
goes, "What do
really are
mean?"
your father's son, aren't you?
I said,
There's something not
I said,
right
it's
with
not
that.
right. And he said, oh, well, I said, what have you done? It doesn't seem the same. And he said, oh, I had to shorten it, sort of thing, you know, to fit in the gap. I said, well, I can't sleep in it. I said, and there was a big kerfuffle. My mum was saying, look, you have our bed then, and we'll sleep in that one. And my dad was like, sod that,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ruined.
you know.
Some idiot cut it.
So there was a big debate going on about where we should sleep, and I was saying, look, you know, I only come and see you like every couple of, you know, probably once every 6 months.
I'm not being funny, but next time we go home, can I film it? Just for, do you know what I mean, Channel 4 or something?
Well, you know, I mean, the Osbournes is not on at the moment. The
Yeah, I know.
Pilkingtons.
It'd be-
That would be extraordinary.
oh, can we film it?
That's brilliant.
Is anyone from Channel 5 listening to this show?
Or Bravo.
Yeah.
The Pilkingtons.
Weird though. Weird.
Play a record?
What do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you fancy playing some of yours?
What, have we got
I
anything?
don't know, something that was sent in to you, maybe.
Oh, yeah, no, I'd tell you, yeah, I'd like to play this. Yeah, Bronze Age Fox. Band from Bristol, my neck of the woods.
Always
play
working,
the tune,
Carl.
play the tune.
Always working. He's
Play the
always...
I wish that's how you spoke.
Right, what are you doing then?
Let's have a quick reprise, if we could, of the Rockbusters clues.
Yeah, Rockbusters, if you've just tuned in, you've missed it this week. Here's your 3
Well, no, you
clues.
haven't. That's why we're giving the clues again.
Yeah, no, but if they haven't,
Eh?
What?
say if they've been busy. And
Just
you
give the clues again.
first one.
God!
Don't argue with him because he isn't going to change his mind. That's AA. Second one, he always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. Yeah. And the third and final one, I might have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
Interesting.
Are we telling him or still...
No.
still chance? Yeah.
People have still got a chance to win those extraordinary prizes. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
We've
It's
still
email
got
only.
features to come, though, Steve. It's
Go on.
incredible. We've still got Ritual.
We've got
Where,
Ri-
like, remember last time? People in India, it's good to have a flathead.
Yeah.
We've got Do We Need 'Em? I've got That's Ridiculous.
That's a great game.
What should we do next? What should we do next?
It's too much.
Do we need him out of the way?
Let's
Get
get
Do We
it.
Need 'Em out of the
Conquest.
way?
Yeah, just again,
Let's explain it again.
if you're new, I'm sort of on a bit of a mission to find out. You know, we've got a lot of animals and insects in the world and stuff. Do we need them all?
It still amuses me.
So we've found out we've got to keep jellyfish. We've done octopus. She said we've got to keep them. This week, snails.
Do we need them?
Just doing some research, right? I'm sort of working my way through different creatures and insects and stuff that's on the planet,
Yeah,
right? And finding out if we need them or not, right?
yeah.
Do you know much about snails?
sea snails.
Well, yeah.
Snails in general. Don't know much about snails, land snails. I know a bit about sea snails, like whelks, top shells, that sort of thing.
Would you say they're important?
What sort of sense do you mean by important?
Say if we had to sort of get rid of some animals and insects and that because we're running out of room.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'll tell you what I know about some snails. I don't know if this applies to sea snails as well. I mean, I called you today because a lot of other places are shut.
Yeah.
Right? So, I know they like to eat stamps, apparently. The glue on stamps. They love it, right?
Right.
Apparently a lot of letters and stuff aren't getting to where they're meant to be getting because snails are crawling into letterboxes and eating the stamps. That obviously doesn't apply to the sea ones, but that's a problem they're causing.
All right.
Were you aware of that?
No, I
Well,
didn't know that.
bet you're glad you answered the phone today. Right? They love beer,
Beer, yeah, who doesn't?
and also, I don't know if this is right, but I heard that they sleep for 13 years, or can do.
Right, I wouldn't know if they can sleep for 13 years or not, but... I mean, sea snails are pretty important, yeah, they do quite a good job in the sea, they graze on algae and they provide food for other animals. I mean, you can say that about any fish, you know, or any animal, why do they exist?
Would you be upset if, someone said, we're getting rid of them?
Oh, yeah.
You would be?
They're an animal, I wouldn't...
Forget being like favouritism and all that I get for them, right? There'll be other things knocking around you can sort of spend your time looking after. You'll still have a job, don't be worrying about that, because I'm not going to get rid of all the fish. Jellyfish need looking after, so you're safe.
Yeah.
But do we need them? Come on, there's loads of people saying, come on, we've got to move on through the animals, and you're holding them up saying, well, I want to keep them.
Well, who's saying we need to... That just sounds a bit crazy to me.
Just imagine. Do you know what I mean? And they would come to you because you work in an aquarium, so they'd be asking for your advice.
Right.
And you're slowing it down.
Well, they asked for my advice and I'm giving it to them, so, that's what I think, anyway.
Yeah, but snails, like I say, they drink beer and that, What did they do apart from some food for a whelk?
They were around, their descendants were around a lot longer than we have been.
Yeah, they've been around a long time, but what have they done?
Well, they survived that long, so they must be doing something pretty good.
Well, apparently they sleep for 13 years, so really, even though they've been around for ages...
I think that sounds a bit... I don't think they sleep for 13 years.
Not all of them, just the tired ones. So, snails, do we need them?
Well, yeah, I just think they've got to... it's not for us to say, do we need them or not, we can't.
So you think we should keep them?
Yeah, definitely.
That was getting really quite annoying.
I know. What did he think he was doing? What? I don't know what you tell these people. I mean, you don't get their permission to play this out, do you? You just don't tell
the
them.
thing is, right, I sort of told him what it was about, but we won't say who he is or where he works, because it doesn't matter. I just needed to speak to someone who knows.
I know the fact that you were trying to get an answer out of him by suggesting that he would be safe, because he could look after jellyfish if he gave the okay to destroy snails.
He was getting livid, you could tell.
Oh, God. Brilliant. So he's been around a long time, but what have they done? Well, that was great, Carl. Play a record. Well done.
Bit of Amy Man.
Oh, I'm obsessed with this song, Red Vines. It's brilliant.
You mentioned earlier when we had our regular email from Dickie Anderson.
Yeah.
Randers, as I call him.
Dandy son.
Yeah. You mentioned it because we didn't get anything from him last week. We didn't get anything from him last week. Anyway, he's obviously listening. Rich, because he's emailed in to explain his absence. Dear Ricky, sorry for not tuning in last week. Only I was in HMV returning the 14 copies of The Office I got for Christmas. That's from Randers. So he's explained himself.
Oh,
he's
dear.
excused himself.
Oh, Anders, we should get him on one day.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Carl. That's ridiculous. 3 amazing scientific facts, one of which is spurious. Okay? Okay, 1. Girls can't throw because the part of their brain that allow men to throw properly in a girl is used up in emotion. 2. Gravity isn't instantaneous, it works at the speed of light. The force of gravity. 3. Statistically, you're more likely to be trampled by a donkey than dying in a plane crash.
No, even though the last one sounds daft, I think I've read that. about the donkey thing.
Okay.
So, girls. What's the first one?
Girls can't throw properly because the part of the brain that allow men to throw is used up in emotion in a woman. Gravity isn't instantaneous. It works at the speed of light. So when you drop something, the force kicks in at the speed of light.
What do you reckon, Steve?
Well, it's not for me to say.
Is this a trick one where none of them are ridiculous? Or
One of those three. One of those three is not true.
Right. Well, it's definitely not the donkey. Right. So, I reckon the girl one throwing stuff
Is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well done.
Well
Very
done.
well done indeed.
Yeah.
Very well done indeed.
That's 2 out of 2 he's got so far.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. Well, I'll teach you some stuff now. Right.
I've always been fascinated by the donkey fact, because it is an extraordinary fact that more people are killed apparently by donkeys
Yeah.
than they are by airplane crashes.
Well, I suppose in countries where they're used and
Yeah.
used a lot, that they go a bit mad and squash it.
But my concern is that there's when you go on a plane, there's so many checks. I mean, it takes them 40 minutes to go through all the checks: the air pressure, the cabin pressure, the fuel,
Yeah.
checking the flights, the takeoff, all the rest of it. Our checks for donkeys.
Nothing.
Did someone close the gate? I think so.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
is
our
he
donkey
annoyed?
checks.
Is he annoyed or not?
Yeah.
You're not working him too hard, are you? Yeah, yeah. He's got his hand. Is there two holes for the ears? Yes.
Well, I think that's what's happening. I don't think it's accident. I think they're picking us off. I think they're
Yeah.
so annoyed that a nickname for them is ass.
Yeah.
And they've got to wear the little hat. They've got to ride kids. Give kids rides on the beach. And I think they're just sort of annoyed.
Yeah.
Maybe they're sort of just picking us off one by one,
Yeah.
teaching us a
There's
lesson.
not. If we had the same stringent checks
Exactly.
on donkeys as we do on international flights, maybe there'd be a little less death.
Exactly. Wise words.
Cheers.
Wise, if slightly incoherent words.
Go on, Carl.
Got that right. Acid. I would sort you out with some science.
Brilliant. I forgot the puns in mind, didn't I? I forgot the puns.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right, so, you asked to sort of be taught some science and that last week after being taught about war, so,
Yeah.
did some research, and, there's a few things, I think we'll just cover one of them now.
Go on.
We talked a lot about hairy kids.
We have
I
discussed that a
love
lot.
the fact that Simon Sharma has never started a programme like that. The Jacobites. We've talked a lot about hairy kids. Go on.
It's a little bit, I mean, it's not your traditional science stuff, but it's still
More left
interesting
field.
and it's a little bit, it's still
Yeah, we
sort
talk
of
about hairy
science.
kids. We have disproportionately, honestly. I think this show's talked about hairy kids more than any other radio
Yeah.
show.
Well, it's one that...
Sorry, I noticed both of you there dropped the H, or the H, or however it's
I
pronounced.
had to, 'cause
So
it-
airy, we
airy
obviously
kids,
mean
yeah.
hairy.
Yeah.
Hairy children, not
Yeah.
sort of airy, kind of light-headed or...
Yeah.
Well, there was the case of the one who lived in China,
Yeah.
and
Which was weird for 2 reasons, wasn't it?
yeah,
Well, go on.
one was like he was covered in hair,
That's already weird.
and the doctor sort of checked him over and said, "Well, yeah, he is hairy, but he's quite healthy. Apart from he had a little bit of eczema and a boil." That was the main bit of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this one, right, we have sort of talked about it, and you weren't having any of it at the time.
What?
This next bit of science I'm telling you about.
Go on then.
Right. Remember when I told you about a lad who was living at home with his mum and dad, right? Everything's, normal life, go to school, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then, I think his mum and dad had an argument, and it kicked off a bit, and he thought, I'm sick of this. It's happening all the time now. They kept having arguments, so the kid ran off into the woods,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
right?
God.
Now, he left, he went and ran in the woods, and he ended up living with some monkeys.
Right.
Right? And he thought, this isn't a bad life, there's no arguments going on.
Sure.
He was getting on with them. And the weird
He loves
thing
bananas.
is, this is where the science bit comes in.
Oh,
Sure.
He grew a load of hair on his body.
That's not true. It's not true.
It is true.
It's an acquired characteristic.
I bet someone will back me up on this.
But no, you can't. You can't grow hair like that. You might get a little bit more down here. They might the erectile tissue might, they won't fall out as much. That would, but you don't actually grow a big mane if
Well-
you're cold and you're a human.
Well, he did. He did. This lad did. I know it sounds a bit strange and that, but he was living with the monkeys, and because it was cold, his body reacted to it.
Listen. He was no hairier than he would have been if he was walking around naked on a cold day, with or without living with monkeys.
The fact that he was living with monkeys makes no difference.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get, picture it in your head what it's like.
Although Mickey Dolenz was always pretty hairy.
right? So he was living with them, and he went into town or something one day
Oh, yeah.
to get some food, and the people there were like, hang on a minute, that isn't a monkey.
He went in naked.
No, he was there covered in hair.
Yeah, but naked, but covered in hair, so it was decent. It was.
Yeah. But they that was the weird thing. They thought it was a monkey in the shop. And then they
So
went,
presumably he had a big long beard as well, because he couldn't shave, could he?
no, he's just covered. He looked like a monkey.
And they were happy to serve the monkey, were they? There's a monkey.
How did he walk?
Newspaper and
How
some
did he
milk.
walk? How did he walk, Carl? Did he walk upright or whistling along?
The picture that I saw on the internet, he was on all fours, but I
Course
don't
he
know if
was.
that's when he was
Course he
running
was.
away after they'd sort of, realised he was a kid. But this was a picture.
So he was a kid as well. He wasn't even like an adult with the beard.
No, he was a kid.
Brilliant.
And
The
people
beard
went,
kicked in a little bit.
So
earlier.
listen, so the
Go on.
people caught him.
You're an idiot.
The people caught him.
Yeah.
Shaved him. Right. Got it all off. Didn't grow back again.
Right.
It
You're an
grew.
idiot.
Well, like I say, people will have heard this story or read about it.
You're
and
an
they'll-
idiot.
And they'll email in. They don't let me down.
And they'll agree that you're an
And
idiot.
no, they'll have seen the story.
You're an idiot.
So that's a little bit of science.
You're an idiot. Time for Heroes, and XFM 104.9. Right, okay, so have you got anything that is science, as opposed to nonsense?
Well,
Kid went off with some monkeys, grew hair,
Yeah.
came back, shaved him, it didn't grow back. I mean, just think. Right, something else.
there's a few things I found.
Yeah.
There's a fella
Oh, God.
who had hiccups for 69 years. That was a bit annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There's the dog with the wig that we've discussed.
Imagine if you just tuned in.
Yeah.
There's the dog with the wig that we've already discussed.
Did we discuss that?
Not really.
Did I not tell you what he said? I did, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Well, there's something here that you sort of know.
Is this going out live? At the
Yeah,
moment?
this is happening,
Right,
right?
go on.
But remember when you talked about sponges?
Yeah.
If you get a red sponge and a blue sponge,
You liquidise them, pour them back into a tank. After a few hours, they know which was which, and they reform as a red sponge and a blue sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird when you told me.
Yeah.
Looked it up, did a bit of research.
Yeah.
Thought that's sort of sciencey.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with a mouse's brain.
Okay. Explain a bit more?
No, you can't.
If you get a dead mouse,
Yeah.
put its brain into a blender, blend it up, leave it standing for a bit.
Making that up, aren't you? You're confusing this. You watch Nigella Lawson make some sort of pudding.
No.
What do you mean? It won't work with the brain.
Well, it does with I mean, not human brain. Don't be trying that.
Although,
But, no, a mouse one. A mouse one.
and what happens?
It sort of reforms, goes back together again. No, it's because apparently it's made up of the same stuff as.
But it doesn't, does it? Because if it's dead, if it's a dead brain, the cells can't act anyway. The fact the sponge is that it doesn't kill the cells, it liquidises them, it doesn't kill the cells.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be a dead brain anyway. It would have to be a live brain taken out from a live mouse for the cells to be getting oxygen and working and being sensitive to each other. And that, I don't see how that could work like it does in sponges.
I mean, do you know what I mean?
You're not a scientist.
I've
Sure.
just sort of read it and gone, oh, that's interesting. I'll tell Ricky and Steve about it.
Yeah.
You're
You've
quizzing
not
me
queried
as
it.
if I've come up with it.
No.
Someone else has done it and said
Yeah.
it works.
Sure.
So I'm not.
Do you
I'm not-
think ghosts are behind it, or do you think there's a scientific explanation for it?
No, it's just one of them weird things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what you sort of science covered
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
week.
Well, that was another barnstorming feature from Karl Pilkington.
Is that it? Is that the two things you got
Thanks
this
very
week?
much for that.
Well, yeah. That, I mean, they're the
There's
ones
nothing behind them. Do you know what I mean by this? There's not like a weight of intellect behind these facts.
Why
It's
don't you make that your science project for this week? Find a dead mouse somewhere, Carl, and a blender. And we'll bring that in next week. We'll do it live on air. See what happens.
Oh.
Well,
Do you feel sort of let down a little bit sometimes with our reactions?
What are you expecting us to do? What are you expecting us to just like look at you, open-mouthed, staring at you in awe?
just like, oh God, yeah. Where did you find that out? And like,
Yeah, but
you know,
if we ask you, you never tell us.
We know where you found it out. You looked on the internet and a strange homemade website by a maniac somewhere, who puts on stupid things that he heard through Chinese whispers. It's that's where you get your information from. I doubt that anything you've ever come up with is verified. If it is, it's luck.
But what do you expect me to do for you? Do you know what I mean? I'm just...
You know, I'd like to know what the source of the information is. I'd like it to be, you know, a research study by the University of Columbia, rather than, you know, a guy who calls himself Mr. Pickles. On a website somewhere, www.lunatics.com.
I mean, oh god,
some kind of evidence. Do you know what I mean?
I must warn you now. You know that Steven Spielberg thing's coming, Taken, yeah, about alien abduction. When you watch it, just remember this: it's not a documentary. Okay.
All right. And
all right.
You remember our E.T.? We were discussing that earlier. You know that's not fact. John has emailed in.
Yeah.
It looks here like he's maybe trawled the web himself. I mean, I don't know if people just immediately leap onto the web every time Karl says something in his defence.
I think our listeners are always on the web.
Yeah. Anyway, he seems like he's reprinted here a news story, which seems to confirm Karl's Monkey Boy story.
Yeah, what was the news
Doctors
story?
baffled by boy 6 covered in ape-like hair. Doctors in Kazakhstan are baffled after finding a 6-year-old boy covered in ape-like hair.
Yeah.
The boy, called Ablay, was found in a remote mountain village close to the Chinese border. He's covered in thick hair from head to toe and has an oval-shaped skull. Doctors suspect nuclear radiation or a genetic disorder may be responsible.
Fine.
But it's an interesting bit
But,
here.
but sorry, it's not that you could have genetic defects. I've seen lots of people born with long noses, 5 feet, etc. I'm saying
You've
that
been
he
to
wasn't
Bristol,
normal. he wasn't normal, and then went to live with monkeys and grew the hair.
Well,
that's my
true.
point.
But it says his mother and father are distant relatives. Such marriages are common in the Kazakhstan mountain hamlets. Now, the village elders were consulted as to what to do with him, right? Now, these are the village elders. These are the wise men of the village. These are the people, presumably, that all year long are telling the village how to live, how to survive.
Yeah,
what
you're in
to
charge
do.
because you've lived longest.
Yeah, exactly. You presumably are solving any kind of moral conundrums,
Yeah.
any sort of awkward things. Do you know what they suggested that they do with their hairy son?
Go on.
Send him to the circus.
The Carl's nodding.
Put him in the circus. That was what they suggested, and the mother actually wanted him to go to school.
Instead of I don't
instead
know,
of a
school or circus, I don't know. We don't know what's better for him.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
We must consult the elders.
What do you think, Carl?
It's not a bad life, is it?
What, the circus?
Yeah.
Well, you ran
Kids will
away
love
from
it.
it.
Kids
Yeah.
will love it. But remember that thing that I saw about that fella who, I don't have to talk about it really. It's,
Go on. Tell us now. You've hooked me. Come on. You can say it. It's okay. What, are you worried that it might be insulting to someone?
Well, it's not nice, but...
Well, you're not taking the mickey out of it. You're
telling.
telling us to go on.
It's just, it was in that book again that you got me. You know, the book full of weird people.
Go on.
And things that are wrong with them, and hairy people, and
Yeah.
lad with 3 legs and that. There's a fella, basically just a head and a little body on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Right? Picture of him having a shave. And he was shaving with his mouth bit like that.
With his tongue.
Like that on the radio.
Yeah.
Just like-
Carl is now doing an impression of a man shaving with his mouth.
Yeah. Well, it's just a head, bear in mind. He's doing an impression. Imagine a head with a very tiny body on a skateboard shaving with its tongue. That's what Karl was doing.
And he was depressed because he kept getting hats for Christmas.
But if you were him, you would just grow a beard, wouldn't you, rather than...
Oh,
Well, rather than go through all
But you
that
get
hassle.
it caught in the wheels of his skateboard.
True. Yeah.
Do you want to give us the clues again and the answers?
Yeah, the first one was, don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind. The initials there were AA. That's adamant.
Yeah.
Alright?
That's
not bad.
good. That's
That's a
good.
good one. Second one, he always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That was P. That was Pixies.
Picks his. It kind of works, yeah.
And the third one,
Alright, I'll let you have that one.
I'll have to put that woman in an oven. That was AB. That was Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
It's good.
Anita Baker.
Anita
Yeah, I'll
Baker.
let you have all 3 today.
So
You've done well.
So do you want to pick a winner, Steve?
Well done to Mark Leder from Bow. He wins those fairly mediocre prizes. Enjoy them.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, well, we've had a few laughs.
We've had a few
tears
laughs, a few tears, a few scientific breakthroughs.
today. Exactly.
Gotta get a picture of Carl somewhere in the national press. God! I don't believe this. He's got one day. He's got it. Carl's really grumpy and all stressed because he didn't have the record. We didn't want to play so we'll say it. We didn't want to play a certain record he had lined up because it's rubbish.
I know, but you do this every week.
Because most of them are rubbish. So that's why we choose up.
No, but 30 seconds to go on the track and you're saying don't want to play that.
And you're going, oh, it's stressing me out. You're meant to be at our beck and call. We've made you. We've made you. We got you out the gutter, and now you're getting the greatest mind in the world.
Yeah,
and all
but that doesn't mean you can mess me about. If you were a doctor and you saved me life,
Yeah.
right? There comes a point.
In a way, we have, Carl.
Yeah.
Where were you
Go
going?
on, what were you saying? No, what was he going to say? He was going to say something wise then.
No, I was going to say, right, if you were a doctor
Yeah.
and you'd saved me life,
Yeah.
there's only so much that I could give back to you, right?
Okay. What would be unreasonable? What would be unreasonable?
Well, you know.
Forget doctor, don't forget because no, the doctor's that's its job, right? Supposing I was just walking along and I saved your life, I gave you a kidney, or I, resuscitated you, or I dived into icy water. What could I hope from you then before you start going? Hold on. What would you be willing to do for me until you sort of got lost your rag a little bit because I was asking too much?
So didn't I know you before you've sorted a lung out for me?
No, I just gave you a lung, for example.
Well, I'd be a bit I'd be thinking, why has he done that?
Suspicious.
But what I love though, Rick, is the idea of you jumping in icy water to save someone, giving them a lung. I can guarantee if someone was lying on the floor screaming they needed your help, you'd affect a foreign accent and go, I know, understand, and run off.
Do you know what I did once, right? We went out a few weeks ago, right? And some woman had her handbag nicked, and she was all distressed. He said, chase the fella, Carl. You stood there.
Let's be honest. Imagine Ricky chasing a criminal. Look at his little legs. He'd never get anywhere.
He started to run, and then he passed Starbucks or something and nicked it. For a short
How did this turn on me? Oh, I'm a bad man because I don't give lungs away.
No, because
no one would want my kidneys or my lungs for a start. Hello. Oh,
did you chase the criminal then?
I did for a bit.
He walked.
No, you didn't, did you?
No, I did a little bit.
Yeah, we sort of spread out. We missed him.
Where was it, and what was the situation?
It was.
Did you see a bag get snatched?
It was.
No, she was sort of crying, and she was running. Some blokes came in, sat next to her, and then just ran off with her purse. And
you walked after them.
No, they'd gone, Steve. They'd actually gone, but it was just like a bit distressing because she was devastated. I know how she feels as well because I had a jacket, and you think, I've just got to find them now.
Yeah.
Where are they? Who are they? So she was really off her head with sort of like she was angry and sort of crying.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. It was horrible, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Carl? He's broken his mic now.
Oh right,
Play
record.
this
Carl.
is
Carl, what are you
pathetic.
doing, mate?
I don't believe this. There's only 2 weeks to go. These should be special.
Carl, play the record. We've asked you to play the record.
Like you.
Man alive.
Hive's main offender on XFM 104.9. I forgot to say who I was.
Go on, who are
Ricky
you?
Gervais, who are you?
Obviously, Steve Merchant.
And who's that little fella over there, little round fella?
Tiny little Karl Pilkington.
The funny little thing from the Smash adverts. Say, they smash them with their metal knives. Oh.
You do? Yeah, you're right. He does,
Doesn't he? Yeah. I was asking if I'd seen a rounder head than him, and that's the only one someone come up with. That is the only thing they got with. Oh look, you're actually a little bit stressed today, aren't you? Because you had a drink last night, didn't you?
I had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
I was down at Steve's night. He was doing a bit of DJ.
Yeah.
Went down the store.
And that's why you're all grumpy. What?
Did you hear what he just said?
What?
I was DJing last night, obviously that XFM evening.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. My friend and I split the time on the decks.
Yeah.
What was the word you just used?
He went down a storm.
We went down a storm. Right, 3 girls, I was walking to the toilets during my set. 3 girls went, you are a genius. Right? What's his name? Dane Bowers? Zane Lowe?
Because you played records in a certain order.
Yes. Sorry, Rick, if you can't deal with that. Sorry if you're a little bit jealous, because this time you can't share the award.
Oh, dear.
But it was my credit this
You
time.
can tell he hasn't been a DJ. Because it's not just about
It's not just about that
the songs you play, it's the way you play them.
Oh,
the way you play them, whether
Right.
it's 33 or 45, very important.
Yeah, leave your hand on
Exactly.
them as they're trying to go round.
But so 3 girls there,
Yeah.
charmed by me, they loved it.
Yeah.
Zane Lowe, XFM DJ and MTV presenter, probably one of the coolest blokes alive. He came up, gave us massive respect. He said, I'm loving your set. He actually used those words, right? There were people coming up, they couldn't believe their luck. It was roaring. We'd stick on a track, people would cheer, as it came on, right? My particular favourite, Carl, I think you'll agree, my particular triumvirate, LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out, leading straight into House of Pain, Jump Around, then straight into that current Elvis track that's been re-released, remixed by Junkie XL. I played the original, which I'd already played on XFM before. I'm already there, cutting edge.
Yeah.
Right?
Three old tracks, you mean?
3 old tracks.
In a row?
Yep. And, well, I think the words that would best sum it up are, I kicked ass.
Great.
Rick. Alright?
Well, I'm going to be kicking some ass today, because I'm
look
going to be shamelessly self-indulgent. And, we've only got 2 shows to go, so I'm playing some of the most beauteous tunes in the world. And I was just telling Carl, lined up a Simon and Garfunkel track, Only Living Boy in New York. He went, why is he the only living boy in New York? I went, what? He went, what does that mean then? I went, I don't know. He went, well, what's it about? I said, I don't care. I said, it's lovely something. He goes, no, but what's it? I said, I don't go into that. I said, he went, I like a story. I said, like what? I said, killing of Georgie, no trickery. Killing of Georgie. I think we should play that at the last.
It's good, I heard it the other day on Radio 2, it was cracking. It sounds like well.
It's really good.
Tell them what it's about again.
It's about, little girl, gay fella.
A little what? A little gay fella?
Yeah.
Right.
Who, I mean, I haven't heard it for a bit, so it's all off memory, this. But, gay bloke, is he from Scotland?
I have no idea.
But he's from somewhere where gays aren't liked.
Okay.
Right?
No.
No, he is.
Georgie Boy was Gargate, nothing more and nothing the kindest guy I ever knew, right? Now, all he did was, right, his father said, how can my son not be straight, kicked him out, right? Goes to America.
Yeah, but you can handle all that. You can handle your dad not getting on with you if other people around you are into the same scene.
Yeah.
But he was left on his own, he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He was getting stressed out.
Yeah.
So he goes...
And this was before, I mean, this is, when did this record come out?
77?
77
yeah.
years, something like that.
Right.
And, he's...
During punk.
Right, I see, yeah.
So,
you know, the village people had come along and made gay cool.
Yeah.
That had already happened.
Yeah.
But it wasn't respected.
But he was watching the telly or something, and he saw that New York had loads of them over there, and they're all having a good time.
Sure.
No, sorry. At no point in the song does Rod Stewart say little gay Georgie was watching telly and saw loads of gays in New York. At no point in that song.
No, but this is what I like about that song. You sort of picture what's going on.
You make it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so the little gay fella was watching telly, and there was presumably the and now from New York, the gay show. Yeah.
Or whatever, because he was a big scene over there, wasn't he, in the 70s?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Go on.
So he goes over there, and he's having a great time and that. He's meeting...
He went to New York Town, very quickly settled down, soon became the toast of the Great White Way.
Yeah, they loved him.
All the old queens blew a fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, he was out late one night.
Yeah.
And he's walking home.
Yeah.
And, gets attacked, gets killed.
Yeah.
And he's lying in the
They
gutter.
didn't intend to take his life, they just pushed their, luck a little too far that night. Yeah, you see?
So...
Yeah.
But what's good there? Is it good that he had a bit of a good life, and was able to be himself?
Yeah.
Or should he have stayed in Scotland?
He didn't come from Scotland. Again, I really...
Well, I think, is there any way we can get this song before the end of the show and play it? Because I've heard it recently. A lot of people listening will have never heard this song. They wouldn't have any idea what we're talking about.
Can I say what you said when we were talking about that song once before?
Is it bad?
It might be. Because we were talking about, you know, Georgie Boy, and he, you know, got a... I don't know.
What?
It's when you said...
Well, it's a fact. I don't think if...
Well, he said, so it's for King of Georgie, he gets out, so he dies, right? He goes, well, they do go out late.
I know...
Gay people
I
go
know
out
a few
late.
gay people, and they start to party late on. That's
Yeah.
what, in Soho, right?
Yeah.
Girlfriend got in a cab, right? Suzanne was in a cab, and the cab driver was taking her to an early start, right? She works at the BBC.
Yeah.
Early start, 4 in the morning. It was going down, it was mental in Soho at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
They were all still, like, starting the night out.
How do you know
Whereas-
how do you know they're gay?
It's Soho, isn't it?
Fair enough. Play a track. I'd love to be able to try and dig this out.
Yeah, we will. This is, Simon and Garfunkel, The Only Living Boy in New York. It's lovely. Only Living Boy in New York. Do you like that?
It's got a nice feel to it.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Lovely. Bit later I'm going to be playing a Cat Stevens track. It's one of the most beautiful tracks ever written. It's called Lily White off Mona Bone Jack On. Look forward to that. We've got Eminem coming up.
We've got the new Eminem single as well, and a big giveaway, Rick, lest we forget.
I think we should tell them what that is.
Do you think so?
Yeah, well, we all went to the BAFTAs, as you know, and we thought we could get a good prize out of this, so we got some celebs
Yes.
to sign the BAFTA bag they gave away. It's just a nice big chunky sort of cardboard carrier bag, you know. It's not the value that counts. This is what values it. Read out the sort of names we got,
These are the
Steve.
kind of celebrity names that have signed that bag. Obviously us three, plus Graham Norton.
Yeah.
Angus Staten signed it, Alan Davis, Jonathan Creek, Jamie Theakston, Paul Whitehouse, a lot of comedians you'll notice, Helen Baxendale from Cold Feet, who's also been in Friends, right? I don't know why that's so exciting. Steve Phil Mitchell McFadden.
Yeah.
It's an eclectic bag. I noticed actually that Steve's signature is also mentioned, I think he says Steve, aka Phil Mitchell. Which is very nice of him.
Yeah.
Peter Davison, former Doctor Who.
I noticed also that when you gave him the pen to sign it, he put the pen away.
Yeah, he pocketed
We had to
it.
say, oh,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Just his wily Cockney ways.
You're not Phil Mitchell now, mate.
Exactly.
Give us the pen back.
Exactly. Simon Pegg, and of course, one of broadcasting's biggest legends, Steve Wright.
Oh, Steve,
Yeah, got him to sign it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's, you know, you're not going to find that. That's quite an eclectic and kooky mixture of celebrity names.
Yeah.
You know, autographs on one bag.
And we photocopy it, and it's just, you can't
We
make
can
out
explain who
signatures,
they
we
are.
can explain they are.
But we can give that away. And there's, you know, it's a little commemorative thing of the BAFTA. It's got a big BAFTA logo on there and everything. It's pretty classy. Did I mention this? That our agent, who was there, he ran around getting a few of these autographs, and I think Helen Baxter, he went up to him and told him it was for charity. And that was why they signed it. Which I think's, you know, a little bit cheeky, but that's what agents are like, Carl. You've got to
But then again, he
understand
didn't
that.
get anything from him. It's not like he said, give us £1.
No, he just got.
They just got their
Well, he said that
signature.
as well.
He made 42 quid.
exactly. So anyway, we're going to give that away.
Is that a good prize? I think that's a nice prize, isn't it? It's a little commemorative thing.
Carl, you're turning your nose up on it.
No, it's alright, I wouldn't want it.
Doesn't he? Do people get you to sort of do campaigns on the radio, like drink Fosters? I wouldn't, but you know, you can.
Yeah, but look, I noticed on the big board here, it tells us that you can win signed and framed Chemical Brothers album covers on Sunday. Well, that's just 2 geeks who've signed that. We've got like
We've got 3 alone in this room.
Exactly. Plus, we've got some of you know, the cream of Britain's light entertainment who've signed that bag. I'm appalled by you that you're just so disrespectful of us.
No, but it's like how when I went to the BAFTAs with you, and I wasn't really enjoying it. You were like,
can't. He's what?
You didn't tell us this.
Ungrateful.
There are so many people.
You're like a little charity case. You're like, oh,
I had
God.
chicks queuing up
Yeah.
around the block.
You'd
wanting to
usually
come.
have to.
I know, but I
Someone
told
like you
you.
would have to write to Jim or Fix It or Esther Ranson to get to meet us sort of people. And now it's on your doorstep.
I'm amazed that you didn't enjoy it. Why didn't you
God.
enjoy it? You got to walk down the red carpet. You went in. There was George Best, one of your footballing heroes, was there. A load of other big names. You sat there, you had prime position. You came backstage with a load of other big names. Hey, you had a lovely bit of
You were
grub.
filming this thing for the DVD you were making. That's you, a cameraman on our DVD. And yet you think, now you look grumpy because you had a couple of pints and I can't believe
So
it.
tell us why you didn't enjoy it, because the ceremony, what didn't you enjoy about that? It was interminable, wasn't it?
far too long.
Wasn't it awful?
3
boring.
hours.
I thought you were going to say something.
Really?
Sorry.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose for you two, at least, you know, you were going to get something.
Sure.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like, I mean, I've never graduated or anything, so
Have you not?
I'm trying to think of a situation. Basically, I sat there for 3 hours knowing that I'm not going to get anything out of the night.
Yeah.
Right? Now...
Did you, sorry, when we invited you and you said yes, did you think you were up for an award?
I thought we were going to be sat round tables, having a nice bit of food,
Yeah.
whilst people are going up there winning awards.
Yeah.
But 3 hours of the same thing over and over again. I mean, if a film's 3 hours in the cinema,
Yeah.
you go, well, it's long, but, you know, I wonder how it's going to end.
Yeah.
But this was just like the same thing over and over again. Some guy going up, thanks a lot, cheers for the bit of brass. And then going down, sitting down, the same thing over and over again. I wouldn't, honestly, right, I'd say it was one of the worst things I've ever had to do. I enjoyed the night afterwards when we did have a bit of lamb and a nice bit of veg and that. That was
Yeah.
alright, and I went home and I was happy, and I got the little freebie bag that you're talking about that we're giving away.
Yeah.
Which wasn't much good stuff in it.
Alright!
Right.
No,
What would you have done on that Saturday night?
Suzanne
What
said-
would you have done or the Sunday night rather, what would you have done had you been at home?
I would have stayed in with Suzanne, right, watching telly, having a nice bit of pâté on toast or something, cup of tea, watching 24,
But instead, I had to buy an expensive suit, so I didn't show you up. Right?
Yeah. How much did you spend on your suit?
Well, in total, right, because, you know, the shoes and the suit and the shirt and the tie, it was about 600 quid.
That's the most expensive evening ever.
That's what I'm saying to you. And the daft thing is, it's dark in there. I don't know why you've got to wear a nice suit.
You can't wear a tracksuit, for goodness sake.
It's dark in there!
No, just the shirt and that. It doesn't make you a better person wearing a suit.
No, doesn't make you a better person, no.
We're not claiming it made you a better person.
No, but that annoyed me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an experience, innit? That's why I went, because you think, if I didn't go, if I would have said to you when you invited me, no, Steve, I don't want to go, then I would have never known, right?
Yeah.
And that's my sort of thing in life, right?
Yeah.
If something comes up, you should take it, even if you're not going to like it. It's a bit of an experience.
Right.
Do you know what he said to me? I phoned him up because we had to meet up, and obviously he had to pose as my gay lover.
Yeah.
Get in, right?
Yeah.
He phoned, he said something to me like, I bought a suit, I'm looking good. He said, I'm looking good. People will think, how on earth did he end up with that good-looking guy?
So he got into the role.
That was what he said to me.
He started getting into it.
Such an insight.
Play a record.
I just must say that we've had an email from Daryl Foss. Lots of people have emailed in and said, well done on the BAFTAs and well done on your Room 101. They really liked that.
Thank you.
There's one guy, and it's Daryl says, Ricky, has your dad only got one D-Mob suit? Because I know you noticed, but Ricky wears the same suit every single time he appears on TV, because he spent a fortune on it getting it tailor-made.
I've only got one.
It's a good suit, and
I
now he wears it all the time.
And it's winter as well, it's like a pure wool, so I'm sweating everywhere I go. Anyway, usually it's too much cheese.
I won't be buying another.
Huh?
I won't be buying another one.
Ever.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suzanne told me today, right, because I've handed it in today to have the trousers turned up a bit.
Why?
Because it was a bit of a bodge job for the night.
Yeah.
Right.
It was just some pins sort of holding it up the other night, but you didn't notice, and I didn't tell you because I thought you'd be getting on the stage and saying, "Look at that freak over there," with his pants hemmed up. But I took it to the place to get it done. Suzanne tells me that I'm going to start shrinking now and getting to that age where you start going small.
I know that must have been a revelation to you and a worry. Like, how small do you get? How small do you get? Oh,
Right, what are we playing now?
I thought we'd have a bit of Marley music.
Marley music.
Oh,
Okay.
go on. Badly Drawn Boy and something to talk about. Well, it's a good job we've got something to talk about because we're DJs on XFM 104.9. I'm ready to raise with me, Stephen Merchant. Of course, there, Karl Pilkington. How you doing?
Of course, you must have been excited at the BAFTAs because we did bump into Dr. Fox.
Oh yeah.
Pleased with that.
Yeah.
What was the challenge again? I think the challenge was you had to shout Foxy.
Yeah, the challenge was, it's sort of like Jackass, but wimpy Jackass. Karl was our cameraman for the night because we were doing the making of sort of series 2 where we've filmed ourselves sort of writing it and doing bits and pieces and going to wars on it. And it's on me, and my challenge, which I think, was it me that set my own challenge?
You did.
I had to shout Foxy and get him over.
Yeah.
And I bottled out about 5 times. I just thought he was talking to someone.
Yeah.
I just thought, and then I did it, and where's the victory in that?
Yeah.
I shouted Foxy, and he came over and went, alright. I think, where's the victory?
I remember
Jackass, they dive off buildings and things.
I was a little bit taken aback though, because even though he was joking and mucking around, he was swearing. You don't expect that from Foxy.
Oh, behave. He was off
Oh,
duty.
no, he
and
was, I mean, he's more than wrong, but he didn't expect it to, because he seemed like a lovely bloke there, but he has got an enormous head. I mean, I'm not gonna,
But I've
I'm
got
not
a problem with
disrespecting
that.
him, I think he's a lovely guy, but
Yeah.
his head is huge.
But he's
Where do you
in
think that
proportion with his big body as well. He's a chunky wombat of a man.
comes from? True enough.
And so am I.
It was a problem getting him on screen.
Sure, because of the huge head. Yeah.
I was struggling.
No, I know. Well, I know that Popeye people have worries about that. They had to get special lenses.
Yeah. I love the fact that us 3 freaks can take the piss out of anyone.
Stop there though, Rick, because I was on TV briefly. There was a thing about The Office on Top 10 TV Bastards on Channel 4, and I appeared on there briefly talking about the show. And there's this girl who's a girlfriend of a friend of mine, and she's I saw you on TV last night. I went, yeah. She went, I'll tell you this, you're better looking on TV than you are in real life, and that's good for you. And I was like, oh, I don't know if that was a compliment, because it's like...
Definitely not.
Well, I'm not on TV, so it's not beneficial in any way.
Yeah.
But that's like...
right, you have to step out of the TV.
That's like saying, I normally find you pretty repulsive.
Yeah.
My opinion changed slightly last night because you were on the box.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, it sounded like it was a compliment.
Through the aid of a different...
Through the aid of lighting and appearing like for 12 seconds on screen in small doses.
God.
You thought I wasn't as bad looking as I am in real
A lot
life.
of people have phoned in and wondered if you are Morph grown up, because they've seen a picture of you on the website.
Do you mean me or Carl?
Karl.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, because people have seen you next to a picture of Morph, and it's if you draw honestly, Carl, if you lay you down and draw around you, it's exactly the same shape as Morph.
Yeah.
Or the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Or, yeah, a gingerbread man. You do look like a gingerbread man. That's great.
Oh, I love Carl. We think you're brilliant. We like looking at you, talking to you, hearing what you've got to say. We think of you, don't we, in the week sometimes?
Rick, I had a bit of good news this morning.
Go on.
And I don't mean this in any way. I'm sure it's an emotional thing for her. But in the Sun it says that Dido, her wedding's off.
Right.
Just thinking, ding dong. Because for some reason, I don't know what it is, I was having a chat with my mates, I've always been under the assumption I could pull Dido.
Because she's
quite ordinary. Do you know what I mean? She looks a bit ordinary. She's quite an attractive one, but like...
Would that be your opening chat-up line?
You look quite ordinary.
Dido, I don't think you could probably get anything better than me, because you're not too hot yourself.
Exactly.
My name's Steve Merchant.
I'd wear actually what I'd do is I'd go, right, I'm not going to meet you in the flesh, but I'm going to send a picture of you on video.
Yeah, this is me on Top TV Masters. What do you think?
See what you think.
Yeah, and if you think it's good, well, I'm certainly no worse without the lighting and makeup, so don't worry about that.
Exactly.
Oh,
Dido.
Have a little bit of Bowie. Have a little bit Bowie.
What was your thing about Dido? That she's like a kind of... She's a bit like a receptionist.
Who got up and sang once, because she knows her tunes, and a bloke came up, hi, I'm Gridlin Records, I'm thinking of releasing the CD, and it just goes mental.
Exactly.
Everyone buys it. Yeah.
Which is good though, isn't it?
But she should be doing photocopying or filing, do you not think? Just the way she looks, she's got that very kind of suburban
the whole look thing annoys me. Do you know there's another pop stars thing starting?
Yeah.
Like, it's going on in Ireland, apparently it's Ireland's version of it.
Okay.
And today it was like, you saw all these kids rushing in, there was fat ones there and ugly kids, and you're thinking, it's sad and everything, they might have a good voice, but they've no chance, right? And there was a woman there who looked a bit like Brittany, and the bloke, straight away, before even hearing the voice, Brittany lookalike over there, go and get her in, give her a ticket, she's through to the next phase. And it's just annoying. Dido isn't beautiful, but she's nice enough. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's why she's fine for me. I mean, you know, I mean, my standards are quite low.
So, do you think Steve should go out with her then? I mean, that's what we're asking you. Do you think he should?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of Bowie.
Thanks, Carl. Try and fix that for next week.
Fashion, David Bowie. We were doing a bit of voguing, sort of cross with body popping there, weren't we, Carl? Yeah.
Played that last night, Rick, during the set.
Yeah.
That was described by Zane Lowe as one of the best sets he's ever seen. Well, he didn't say those.
No, but I think Zane just sent an email and said he's giving up because there's no point.
Yeah, exactly.
When he hears stuff like that, he said, I thought I was a DJ.
Yeah.
After seeing Steve Merchant, I'm obviously not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, so,
yeah, Big Boy Jim was down there.
Yeah,
and
Big Boy Jim was going, wow, you know.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I like the idea, because you know, Fatboy Slim did Brighton Beach, didn't he? And he had like 20,000 people in Brighton Beach.
Yeah.
And China, everyone was loving it. Just the idea of me down in Weston-super-Mare doing the same.
With 86 people. Have you ever seen,
Exactly.
have you ever seen that thing, karaoke challenge on Challenge TV?
Yeah.
It's great, they're all doing it, and it's sort of like, Jonathan, what's his name, from
Jonathan
Bread,
Morris,
and all those sort of, people there. And the camera pulls out, and there's about 8 people there.
Yeah, but what I love about karaoke challenge is it's not even night fever. Do you imagine that? I mean, talk about... Wow.
Oh dear. We tried to get on that once, didn't we?
On karaoke challenge?
Yeah, when we were doing that comedy
we were
lab.
gonna
I was doing it in character,
yeah,
wasn't
you
I?
were gonna do it, yeah, it's David Bowie.
So we'd have a little bit of footage, but
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
they wouldn't even let you on.
That was terrible.
That was how minor a celebrity you were at the time.
I remember once, right, this is how sad we were. We tried for about an hour to get on the Chris Moyle show. They were doing a competition. He was doing this competition. It was about golf, wasn't it? So it was like things with,
you had to think of a song title, but you had to make it into a golfing pun.
And people were calling up and going, no, what about Drive by the Cars? He was going, Drive by the Cars, very good. And it was like, things like, you know what I mean? Things like something T and that. And I wanted to phone up and go, hello, Chris Miles. Yeah. What about, Spandau Valley Golfy? Just me, and I was just like, we tried, I was just about 30 quid just to get on and do something stupid, how pathetic.
And they wouldn't even let us on.
What were the others? It's a good game, that. What?
Oh, God.
Phone in if you've got any amusing puns on songs and golf.
Yeah, please.
What did you say? What was it?
A Spandau Valley Golfy. Yeah, do you like that one?
It's a good little game.
Yeah, you're thinking of what you're doing, Carl. What you're thinking on the radio. That's what you're doing. It's a first. You're actually broadcasting thinking.
Can we just be quiet and just listen to Carl think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything?
Got anything there? Any golfing puns? at
You
all?
know, some people say, Carl, it's impossible to catch yourself not thinking. Now, I reckon if there's one man in the world...
Hole in my shoe, that fella in the young ones. Hole. And there's one on a golf course.
He's got a little... Has he got a little cold as well? Because you're...
Yeah, well, I was telling, Steve before I went on the tube last Saturday night.
Yeah.
Kills me. There's every time I go on the tube, I just get full of a cold and everything. I'm full of flu, and it's down to going on the tube.
Is it?
Someone told me that every time you go on the tube, it's the equivalent of smoking 2 cigarettes.
Really?
Because of the sort of gunk and pollution down there.
And have you heard the other one?
And I always smoke 2 cigarettes
Yeah.
on the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of my nerves.
Yeah.
What's the name one about the
Oh, here you go.
all like the hairballs that are in the tubes?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if like people stood on the platform, trains go whizzing past at high
Yeah.
speeds,
Yeah.
right? Takes a bit of your hair off. Don't say anything.
What, you mean don't question the science of that?
No, he means...
Because of
It
my
doesn't
head.
affect him.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Right, and apparently they all get caught up in the tunnels, and they have to like clean it out now and again because there's big hairballs on the lines. It's
On the lines?
on the train lines.
Right.
Yeah, it's a terrible place. So that's why I'm all bunged up, and that's when you came in today. I was like looking on the websites to see how much badness there is down in the tubes.
Yeah. How much badness is there?
Oh, loads.
Is there a lot of badness?
If you know how much badness there is on the tube, call in 08700
What sort of things did you
800
find?
1234. How much badness is there?
It was just about, you know, the germs, how there's no fresh air, and that's why I was asking you about people committing suicide on trains and that, how often it happens. And apparently 2 people a week. Was it two a week or 2 a day?
It's 2 cigarettes. How many people is it?
2
Oh, wait.
people.
700, 800, 1234. How many people per cigarette is it like killing yourself on the tube? Call in.
2 people a week try and kill themselves or something
Right.
on the tubes.
Really?
Bad that, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Terrible. Should we play a record?
If you want.
Have we got the big new Eminem single?
No, I was gonna,
We'll tease them with that. We'll play that a bit later.
We are going to play it though. We're going to play the new Eminem single.
We will.
aren't
Plus, obviously, we've got this big celebrity bag to give away as well.
Oh,
Bag of
yeah,
celebrity
let me just
images.
do a quick
Well,
play
no,
the
let's
record and I'll
play
explain
the record. We'll explain
after
what
the competition after that.
Doves?
Doves would be good. Eminem, Without Me, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
Little Karl Pilkington. Into the last hour, 3 hours of broadcasting to go, Karl, for us. 3.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What are you going to be doing while
3
we're away?
Musketeers.
Because you'll obviously still be working here. You have a day job, don't you? What is it you do exactly?
I make stuff.
You make stuff. What, like furniture?
Promos and stuff.
Oh, right.
Sort of a bit of in talk there, but basically like little trails for the station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I do all week.
yeah.
So you'll be back to doing that when we're off?
You don't talk to anyone, do you, in the week? You just hide in your little sound booth thing, and you really don't talk to anyone, do you? Much?
Not really.
No.
No, I mean, you know, you might call up.
Yeah,
But no, I keep myself to myself.
yeah,
Then you don't get bogged down in the office politics and stuff.
yeah. Is there a lot of office politics here?
I don't know. I don't get involved in it.
Oh, yeah. Proved your point.
So when we're away and we're like out of action, who other than Suzanne, who will you talk to of the day?
How will you get a sort of feedback from the world? How will you get sort of like input and...
I always, if ever I've got like a question on anything, the internet's sat there and I can just go online and find out.
The
what I need
internet
to-
is good,
It's brilliant.
but it's not all verified.
What do you mean?
It's not all verified.
It's not all necessarily factually accurate.
Anyone can put things onto the internet. It's that, you know, that it's freaks and things that put on
Well, here's
things
one, right?
like...
Here's one that I read in the week, right?
Go on.
About this woman.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a punk, and to get her hair done like she wanted it,
Super glue.
right? No, she got lard. Apparently, it's a popular thing. You might know. Put lard on your head,
Yeah.
and you put it in the oven. Now, apparently, the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an hairdryer, right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave, right?
It's not true.
Opens the
Carl.
door, jams the things, you know, like the little catch, so the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
puts the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils a brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled a brain.
She boiled her brain.
And this is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, is giving his brain to charity or something? Some sort of... some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
boiling
the sort of
a
stuff.
skull.
Yeah.
That's not true.
It's not true, Carl.
It's the same as the woman who put her poodle in the microwave, isn't it? And all that.
Just urban myths.
They're urban myths.
But again, where does it start?
Someone made it up.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
They're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, don't know, that was it. Was it? Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well,
Were
Were there any dates,
Have you-
locations, times?
I think it was in Belgium.
There's that one that a bloke, right, was gonna get a phone call at 4 o'clock to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was, broke, destitute. So, dead on 4 o'clock, the phone didn't ring, so he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh, no.
Carl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Think it through. Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't
And
he
he's
wait?
dead.
As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? Actually, I'm gonna give it 5 minutes, just in
Just in case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes out, I'll call you at 4, okay, if your business, well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then, no, you commit suicide. Commit suicide? I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case something goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Carl. The other one, right? A bloke, right? He's on a train station, and I'll tell you how I heard it. He's waiting for a cruise station, waiting for, and he shits himself. As you do. And so he goes, oh, my train's in 5 minutes, so he runs across to Millets, and goes, quick, Levi's, 36, the bloke just puts it in a bag, he runs onto the train, he goes into the toilet, takes his, trousers and pants off.
His soiled trousers
Yes,
and pants.
throws them out of the window, I won't be needing those again, cleans himself off, open the bags, it's a jacket!
Oh.
No, it didn't happen, Carl! At what point did he go into it and go, quick, Levi's 36, and the bloke went, sorry, Levi's 36, what, a pair? No, shall I wrap them? Them? It, shall I wrap? Just wrap, whatever it is. Do you want to look? No, I'm not looking when you're putting it in the bag, please. Right? Well, 36 way stories, well, don't say anything.
I've told you 36 Levi's. They put it in a bag and charged me for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss it further.
Yeah.
There was one,
Here we go.
there was one about a woman whose husband died, and she had him cremated.
Yeah.
And made like a little egg timer out of him.
Right.
And she said, I did that so it can still help around the kitchen.
Well, that might be true. That might be a joke.
That's quite sweet.
That might be
That
true.
is a true story, again. It was all
No, not again, because the ones I just told weren't. Nor is the boiling the brains in a bag curry microwave.
Head story, true.
Yeah. They're too convenient.
Will you be buried or cremated?
What?
Will you be buried or cremated?
I don't know. Cremated. I imagine.
Like you see.
I don't know, it's out of my hands.
Yeah, I haven't thought about
I've
it.
not thought it through, and
No, to
I
be
don't
honest.
care either way.
Have you heard the one
So
about... Sorry.
I'm just worried that we're getting into a macabre world now of ashes, boiled heads. I think we should play some music, let people just calm down.
Levi's.
Just think about some of the urban myths they've maybe heard, assess them, maybe they are absolute bollocks,
Yeah.
and they can move on from it. in
Well,
their
it's
lives.
just that the death thing, right?
Yeah.
There was an argument on there about, do you know that Twilight Zone or whatever it was, Tales of the Unexpected?
Oh, yeah.
Where the woman got buried alive?
Yeah.
They were saying how, like, years ago, they'd bury people thinking they're dead,
Yeah.
and they've recently, like, dug coffins up, and then the people who were in the coffin weren't dead, they might have just been, like, in some sort of deep sleep or whatever.
Catatonic.
And they've lifted the lid off,
Yeah.
and there's scratch marks
Yeah.
on the thing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty scary. And
Makes you think. I mean, I hope they check these days. That's all. I'd like to play a beautiful song now by Cat Stevens called Lillywhite. It's lovely.
A song for the lovers room?
Yeah. The big cell.
Please.
Cooper Temple Clause there. Who Needs Enemies on XFM 104.9. Wow.